Hey, what's up, people? My name is BloodBurn, and I'm back with a brand new playthrough. And today we're going to be playing Halo 4. And
There's
our
the
guest
new,
is
part of
yes,
Halo 4 here. Three spades.
right.
BloodBurn has invited me to be part of dual commentary, so I'm going to help get him
Mm-hmm.
through this wonderful video game I showed him.
Absolutely.
All right,
And
brother.
first off, I'm gonna go ahead and just show him the screen. Let me check it.
I can see it. You're
Oh,
good.
oh, you could. All right.
Yeah, I can see it. Game of time.
All right. Game of time.
Game of time.
Campaigns.
I see
Halo
it through your
4.
OBS. Switch it to Halo 4.
All right. One sec.
And just
gonna,
a sec.
yeah,
Show us.
I'm just not gonna show my Discord because
You want the judge, but you do not want others to have it. Just show your entire screen. It should be fine.
All right.
Alright, head into MCC here.
Yep. One sec.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. We got Halo 4 ready.
And shit, it's back to the OBS. That's fine. I'll watch it through OBS then.
All right.
Well, go ahead, man. Just lay it on the audience.
All right. So last time I think we
You almost got to the end there. Nice.
yeah, almost got to the end.
Yeah.
So in this objective, we need to get Dr. Tilson to the laboratory, I guess.
You gotta help her evacuate. Didac took your shit.
All right.
He knew where to stick it, alright.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not yet.
Yeah, not yet, at least.
Not yet. You will.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Police are here.
Doctor, what was that?
They don't have the UNSD on standby, they just have the security guards.
Right.
Basically, military police here in this science base. Del Rio's kind of a prick, so he left you to die.
Fuck him.
Yeah. Fuck you, Doritos.
Exactly. Doritos.
Doritos nuts. There you go.
I like the fact that this is all mid-poly and big enough.
Yeah, it's one thing I love about old Xbox 360 environments, and especially towards the later end of the generation, was this focus really on technical and gameplay refinement. And what they tended to do was make the graphics a lot better, and you could see how everything
Right.
isn't just like very, eye-bleedingly plumed out. It's pretty well colored, I think, everywhere. It's just there are a few things that might lack shadows here and there, but ultimately the game is very nice. I think very well polished, very good on a technical level, and from an art design level, it is very over the top and fantastical. And I love how their first time through, they made everything
Absolutely.
very dirty and worn and lived in to sell this, place, sell the world having, passed with some time since you being asleep. It's more Halo Reach in the way I see it. Don't threaten me with a fun time. It seems like some of the lighting is a little screwed here. I think that's because of the Xbox 360 port just being not great, especially in interior areas.
No, pretty much.
When the lighting looks kind of basic here, at least.
Yeah.
That's because of the way that the Xeon CPU and that sucker old IBM computer, by the way, the same one that Sony was using, because they were playing both sides at IBM. And they made a lot of money. But
yeah, like the shadows aren't exactly that great. One time I noticed in that one cutscene where like Luskin, like the Master Chief. Yeah, pretty much.
Or the cutscene.
The area looked very gray.
Yeah, that's because of the port. That's not an issue with Halo 4 itself. That's just like, you know, they were
Right.
porting about like fucking 60 games to this damn collection, so they had to do something.
Right.
Like, okay, if it's my job as a 343 employee to try and figure out what flavor of cocaine the last guys who probably left and, you know, took the money and all the cool ideas, or at least what would have been cool ideas before they devolved into porn, you know, they fucking had to figure out, first of all, what flavor of weed, cocaine, acid, and or spit they were smoking. And then
Right.
second of all, how to fucking get this shit working in a way that's not terrible. And then on top of that, to figure out, you know, how to do that about like, let's see here, 7 times. Yeah, that's kind of
Hmm.
a pain in the ass. So if there's a few issues, I wouldn't be shocked. That being
Right.
said, they do, for the most part, preserve the experience. Now, I think that's just going to vary CPU to CPU, like especially on AMD. It tends to have more issues with the shadows, and that's just because of like Bungie's tech being really slammed to the max with what they could do and still hit a performance target and graphics target that was acceptable. It's kind of impressive considering this has like what, a fraction of the power of my old iPad mini from 2014, and it's running this kind of, you know, this way.
Right.
I mean, hell, you could still even play this game on Windows 7. Not that Steam supports it, but it's not like we care. Steam support is more of a suggestion. It's not required. The same way that when they tend to break the
Absolutely.
rules and start committing crimes, I tend not to deal with.
Yeah, with the
That.
DRM bullshit and whatnot.
Yeah,
I don't
as well
trust
as
them.
that, you shouldn't, man. Like, what are they if not just a shell company these days over at Valve?
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously, what have they put out in the past? Let's see here, 20 fucking years. That's worth of shit.
Pretty much.
A few things, and even during the Xbox 360, they were slowing down. So you can start to see the trend. Like, basically, the last 10 to 15 years of Valve has been unacceptable complete mediocrity at its best, and at its worst, complete cancer that has ruined most video game business and polluted and tainted the minds of two
Right.
generations of people who have accepted these limitations, thinking it's an endearing trait, when in reality it's just a poorly made farce of a, engine called Source that barely fucking works. Stutters like all hell, litany of technical issues. Meanwhile,
Right.
you see the lighting and shading here is pretty damn good, considering this is Halo Reach's engine.
No, absolutely.
And just, 2 years prior, it did not have this
Like,
kind of
sure, it
color,
may
it
be
did not have
Xbox
this sort of
360, but at the
detail.
same time, it looks better than most games.
Yeah, like, here's the thing about it, is really, like, texture resolution and that shadow issue. You bump those, you fix the shadow issues here, and you bump up the texture resolution, you're basically set. This game looks, great.
I guess
You could say,
sharpening
like,
would,
Battlefield 3, 4...
I guess sharpening would work too, per se.
It would to a certain extent, but, you can only slap so many sharpening filters on a texture that looks like me at the zoo on that crate, or that
Right.
wall. It's not that it's impossible to fix, it's just they had such hard limits on VRAM utilization that you basically can't unfuck, you can't unfuck it, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. The guys are kicking your
Yeah,
ass.
when it
but
comes to
like,
you
use your
mentioning,
shield.
right.
Yeah, most people tend to forget about the abilities, but you still have them. Now you could just push down there, or you could just throw grenades at them. Anyway, you were saying?
Oh yeah, since you mentioned like Battlefield Hardline,
Battlefield hard nuts.
hard nuts, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, since you mentioned that,
Since you mentioned monkey nuts. Old name for Halo. Battlefield Hardline.
yeah, but yeah, since you mentioned it, how did they bump up the textures to where like the text is readable? Are they like 10? Are the
well-
textures like 1024 or what? Fucking said a ring a lot.
likely.
Blah, 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 blah.
Textures are streaming. Your words are streaming in with Unreal Engine 4 texture streaming. But anyway, yeah, what they did is they had a specific PC port, so they developed it across multiple consoles. And the PC and Xbox One and PlayStation 4 ports had higher resolution textures, which were likely just switched up to say 1024, if not higher. And there are a few areas I was looking at when I was showing it to you in private, you know, just on the Discord, playing through,
Right.
just, you know, showing you cool visual reference you could use for your game. And just as well as that, things I look at, especially say like how everything's all dirty and detailed, there's rats going around, you know, the cops are talking in code as they should. And on top of that, you know, they're not just, you know, doing the normal thing of USA bad, communism good. We've now gone so high on our own supply that we've kind of, you know, gone ass backwards on our own shit, where before we used to, hey, just
Right.
make fun, fantastical world with, you know, cool life lesson here or there. Now we just fucking want to kill anybody who's
Now it's just like, just like, fuck you, we don't give a shit.
Yeah,
You're a
we don't give a
grifter, you're a
shit.
pedophile, all that fucking
You're
words.
racist, you're secretly responsible for 9/11 and the Cuban
Yeah, like,
Missile
it's stupid.
Crisis. You know what I mean? Like, you see how it went from just, hey, let's not do Call of Duty, to let's kill everybody we don't like and call them names. That's so uncivil. Yeah. The
Yeah,
people
it is
who make this
stupid.
now are terrorists, you know, basically terrorists. So that's the
And I wouldn't be
that's
shocked.
the fucked up part. That's
That
the
is-
fucked up part. Now
that is the
number
fucked
two,
up part.
They fucking go out there and you know, do little shit, you know, do shit to little children in furry suits. Not a fan. You can really see where the quality deteriorated after they cut off their nuts and shoved it up their ass. So.
Pretty much.
Hey, you know, great job reinforcing racist and negative stereotypes, Microsoft. You're really using your platform to do terrible things, and that's just horrible.
Yep.
You people used to have fucking talent who worked over there in Washington. Like, what the fuck did you do with it? Oh, I know, you shoved it up your ass. And even the kids' games they make now are just like, you know, gay propaganda. It's like some knockoff Disney or Nickelodeon shit. Like a knockoff of Adventure Time, and that was
Like,
a
they
knockoff
put their
of Disney
actual
movies.
genitalia instead
yeah,
of
for
like
sure.
doing the zany
They
wacky
play-
homo shit.
They
They
play with
actually put their
instead
genitalia.
of playing video games.
Exactly.
That's a problem. You know, that sounds more like they're running a sex trafficking ring and a money laundering scheme than a video game studio, and I do not associate with that kind of business. You know, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
buy
fuck that.
shit. Yeah, I don't forget the Activision Bill Cosby suite or the titty milk thieves. Xbox bought those, so clearly they approve. Epstein Island, it's... Yeah, no thank you. I am thoroughly weirded out, and I am not going to... Let's say even if they do fix this shit, you can't fix broken trust. That's
Right.
lost forever.
No, very understandable.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you can't fucking keep giving them the benefit of the doubt, and then just they fucking backstab you. So, I'm not gonna fucking
Absolutely.
trust that shit. And on top of that, you shouldn't either. Save your money.
Absolutely, man.
Things are fucking expensive these days. Buy yourself something nice if you want. Me, I know that
Buy
I
a
was,
house.
You know, basically,
If you're
buy a
like,
fucking house. Lord
Yeah.
knows we're not. Lord knows we're not. Buy a house, buy a cool car, buy yourself a nice computer.
exactly. Buy shit you need.
I fucking, yeah, buy shit you need and or want or find actually entertaining with no caveats or drawbacks. I mean, like, why the fuck do you have to accept, like, cancer put into a cheeseburger or AIDS being, you know, in a smoothie? Oh, yeah, see, we
Chocolate
can't
mixed
take-
with
we
lead.
can't let you have, we
That's
can't-
disgusting.
Yeah, see, chocolate with
yeah,
lead,
that's
why I
poisonous.
don't have- I see, like, I would love to have chocolate chip cookies, but I really can't anymore because of how much lead they put in that shit. So that's a major, like,
Terrible.
okay, bye-bye.
Yep.
80% of candy bars have lead. There are multiple sources you can easily find on Brave, Google, Yandex, Free Smoke, whatever. The Guardian, Forbes, Fox News,
Yep.
you name it. You name it.
I guess that's one
is
way
basically-
why you shouldn't eat chocolate, or like one reason why you
Well,
shouldn't eat.
Yeah, and
Chocolate.
maybe as well as that, they shouldn't be putting lead in a candy bar. 'Cause you know what
They
I'm saying?
shouldn't.
Microsoft is like rat poison in candy bars. There's some proof to that saying. I know this food is unhealthy, but like, geez Louise, at what point does that just become straight up poison?
Yep.
Like, where the hell are they sourcing their chocolate from?
No, exactly.
Yeah. And like I was saying with, say, Battlefield Hardline, they really, You know, the first thing that these people did as soon as they took over from Xbox 360 was they started making games about fronts, criminals, drug dealings, a ring that's always in the back alley, crime, you name it. And it seemed like at first it was just like, okay, they're going after GTA 5 and trying to outcompete them. Until you look into it a little more and say Black Ops 3 fucking beat for beat predicted Windows 11, predicted Microsoft and a lot of corporate consolidation, COVID-19,
Absolutely.
predicted,
No, that's the
like,
scary part
to
too.
Singapore and Egypt.
Exactly.
Like, they literally have an Edward Snowden impersonator in the trailer. They have drone strikes in 2025. They're saying that their military advisors were telling them this shit was going to happen. And everybody just laughed it off and said, train go boom. Therefore, this story has no point.
Yeah, if like there were corporate people. Yeah, if there were like corporate people who like fucking review bomb the shit, who pay people to actually review bomb the shit, I wouldn't be surprised.
Axeman,
people like the Axeman,
Angry Joe, they can be bought and paid for. Payday 3, man. This video is sponsored by Gay Shadow Legends.
Gay Shadow Legends.
Gay Shadow Legends.
Want something that's like PC fucking powered thing on a mobile?
PC,
fuck that.
PCP powered, more like.
PCP, exactly.
Yeah, console level graphics if you mean the PlayStation 2. If you mean like one of those knockoff consoles you get from Carlos in the back alley alongside the crack. Shipped in from fucking Mexico. You got like some, you know, I'm gonna have to refrain from saying, you know, I'll go do business with some random spook in a fucking trench coat in the back alley when there's a perfectly good store in front, you know, just saying. And that's really what games have become. And, you know, like, people are parroting around the same copy pasta of, if buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing. Well, I mean, think of it this way. First of all, you're giving away your secret. Not a great idea to tell these big companies exactly where all the good shit is, then just have them shoot it in broad daylight with a shotgun. So, congratulations, weeaboos. Really not so
Congratulations, weeaboos.
Second thing is, that sounds like a great opportunity to make some money because it shows there's a huge market of people who actually want to, you know, when they buy something, be able to play it. You can argue about, like, if a game had, you know, like in my case with Battlefield Hardline, right? You can argue if the game had, like, say, no bots or split screen. But until EA recently, I kid you not, 11 years later, took the, you know, the online PvP services out back to the shed and shot it with a shotgun. You know, it's like, okay, well, maybe you can argue if the game was good or not, if you can play it. Maybe it, you know, I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe that's kind of an important part. I see that as a very important distinction, because if you can't even play this damn game that you bought, well then, I'm probably not going to be so willing to take the opinion of random AI, likely AI-generated cartoon character with identical...
Likely AI-generated.
Yeah,
exactly.
Wrong, dude? They fucking mass-produce them off the assembly line. At this point, you have to assume, you know, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. So, hey, AI,
I mean, you're not exactly wrong. Yeah. They look the same.
They all look the damn same. Sorry, can you tell generic anime woman with giant tits and Slender Man head apart from this other one at a glance? Oh, you can't. Well, gee, I wonder why. Meanwhile, Master Chief is the same character, but you notice how in every single game he looks different? You notice how Cortana might be a blue robot lady, but there's like 17 Cortana models. You know what I mean? They actually dress this shit up a little. They change it. Call of Duty is not always just going to be the exact same game verbatim. You know, even with Black Ops 1 and 2 remakes, there's always some unique differences on a gameplay, technical level, whatever.
Right.
That always make the stuff different. There's always little, you know, out-of-map glitches, different things. And they would always try something new. They would never do the same thing twice. If they did do the same thing twice, it wasn't for very long. Watch where you point in that big metal rod. Cortana might want it.
Oh yeah.
I'm certain that 343 now are the kinds of people who actually like the brutes a little too much. If you see the TV show.
Oh,
And
wouldn't
you
be
know, the
surprised.
creepiest part about it, well, I mean, yeah, they're literally just taking the raunchy side of the fan base and saying, we're going to give you all the attention. Because apparently they are on DeviantArt, Tumblr, and Rule 34 way too much. Way
Yeah,
too
pretty
fucking
much.
much. And they need to stop, because it's affecting the quality
Yeah.
of their games. Hey, we're just going to go make a remake. Everybody with a lick of common sense realizes that this shit is a holding pattern because Halo
We're gonna do
Infinite
the same
bombed.
shit over and over again.
Halo Infinite bombed and died.
Exactly.
And it's not like these games are incapable of working. I mean, hell, probably most games, even now, are just leftovers from the bro shooter era of Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. If not, the reason why they're successful is because they're using the same design aspects. Action movies, stuff is fast, it's to the point. The reason why I like Battlefield Hardline is, unlike GTA 5, there's no stupid, pointless open world, and all of the effort was put into just a few really good missions. And then on top of that, it's stupidly unique. Like, I can barely find any cops and robbers games where you play as the cops. And then, you know, on top of that, of those games where you don't go rogue or, you know, betray the police and turn into a robber because they ran out of mission ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, while Battlefield Hardline basically by the end has you becoming a bad guy, I guess it sets up the multiplayer, so there's that. It actually had a purpose. It's not just one note and, like, separated from the rest of the game. No, it actually sets up, like, okay, Nick is now the new mob boss, so that sets up how the multiplayer is contextualized, as Nick waging his own war against the police. I like that. You know, I don't like that it ended so abruptly, and you kind of have to piece together that shit with DLC maps, but I would have liked more of, say, a proper full game where you stay the police, and or you have a choice.
Right.
Right? Because it's just so incredibly underutilized. I mean, there are games where you play as rednecks all over the place, but those are like sports games or hunting games, and usually those tend to not be very high quality. They're buggy, they're glitchy, or they have some sort of asset flip crap going on. Like, there are a few good ones, but it's just often so boring. You can't have, like, rednecks fighting each other in the middle of the woods. That's kind of what I'd prefer, is, like, say, you know, rednecks, aliens, conspiracy theories, finding a government base and fighting the CIA or something funny like that. Like, it's gonna be, okay, we're gonna fight America, like some Spec Ops the Lion shit. Alright, well, can we at least have some fun, like, rednecks or something? I feel like that's an underutilized
No, pretty
category.
much.
Same thing with the police. They're not lacking in cool ideas they can totally utilize for a new bro shooter. They just backed themselves into a corner, kept making army games over and over, and people got sick and tired of it because nothing changed. Even though it's a pretty good design, it keeps you on the path.
Right.
It keeps you understanding what your objectives are. You know where to go. And on top of that, you know, it's certainly not lacking in creative new ideas. Like, you look at, say, something like Homefront, that's cool. Who the fuck is gonna do something like North Korea invades America? Outside of maybe a few games for the PlayStation 2? Not many. I mean, like, Freedom Fighters, I guess, that has a PC port, but I ain't fucking touching Steam, so you better believe I ain't buying that shit.
Mm-hmm.
If it's on Steam, we don't negotiate with terrorists. And that is absolutely what
Oh,
Valve
absolutely.
tends to
Valve is,
associate with.
yeah. Valve at that point is, they are pretty much terrorists.
I wouldn't say they're a terrorist organization. I'd say they're probably more like the mafia. Money
yeah.
laundering schemes that go into political
Right.
stuff, votes. They're
No,
not
I
out
see the
there doing,
resemblance.
like a righteous. You see the difference. Maybe more so like the Italian mafia.
Yeah,
Trying to
I see the resemblance,
use
basically.
video games as a money laundering scheme to
Absolutely.
then go change society. You know, that they use the money they get from Steam. They put $0, 0 cents, and not a single fucking second into the maintenance of that shit. If they do, it is only because something has broken, because they designed it like a sponge that constantly you gotta just plug all the holes. seem like they're busy, but in practice, probably 5 people work at Valve. And that's, I bet you that's Gabe, his dog, and his family. If that's what it is, you know, it's like Wally, just all the maintenance robots going around a fucking desolate wasteland.
Right.
They fired everyone, dog. They're not making new games. You know why they hire all these contractors? They get a bunch of Indians and Mexicans and Chinese people trying to take over the country. Of course, if they were doing something illegal or shady, do you think they would just say it? Of course not. But in practice, you see the influence. Go to the front page of Steam, not a single American video game. Or an army game.
Actually, not a single good game.
And as well as that, yeah, you see when they abandoned
Yeah.
God in America, apparently, hey, I don't make the rules.
Not a single,
Shit,
not a
it's-
single
it's
fun
just
game
what
per
it is.
se.
Not a single fun game, not one that works. If it does work, it requires way too much CPU and resources.
Yeah, and it requires like DRM and all that type of shit.
Yeah, 5 different.
Yeah, like 2 gigs of
Red
RAM,
Dead 2.
almost 2 gigs of RAM.
You
Why?
play Red Dead 2, you're never going to be able to accurately gauge the performance of that shit because you have to go 3 launchers deep, a DRM, a DRM, and a DRM.
Like, give me
And
a
on
fucking
top of
fun
that,
game. I don't care what it
like-
is.
I do care, but the difference is they
Right.
clearly don't care. I mean, I have to have standards, and I expect people should too, because if they don't have any standards, it's going to devolve into...
As like, yeah, I'm just saying, as long as it's fun and it's actually good, that's what matters.
Sure, and on top of that, as long as it's also not trying to murder you, or to cause you severe distress, and, or, you know, try to cause you serious, you know...
No,
bodily
understandable.
harm, which oftentimes these video games tend to enjoy just causing pain to the player.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
You know, deteriorating themselves to the point of like a 7-year-old's first game they made using like easy FPS editor or Game Guru or Unity.
Game
It's
Guru.
So, yeah, straight up, man. Like, you know, are we really degrading ourselves to the point of like a fucking Ponzi scam by some old British guy who looks like Voldemort? Really?
Right.
Jungle Book snake looking ass.
Exactly. Jungle Book snake looking at.
Absolutely. This motherfucker's got eyes that are beady as hell, and he got a fork-toothed tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Eyes like they look like they want to stab you in the back of the neck.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, this dude literally works for, you know, for Hydra. He's a member of Hydra. Or Cobra from G.I. Joe. Secret Society, Illuminati shit, man.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fucking
My
hell,
point
I
being-
just...
My point being with Steam is that
Right.
they tend to, because ask yourself, where's all this money going? They're a private corporation. Right?
No,
They don't have
absolutely. Like Valve
stuff
HQ?
goes.
Right.
Yeah. Ask yourself where all that money goes, because it's certainly not in the games. They get infected with trolls, people spamming incredibly horrible stuff. They don't moderate any of the stuff. They don't do any upkeep.
Right.
Most of the other games that are not Team Fortress 2, CSGO, or Dota have been totally abandoned because those 3 games are used almost exclusively for money laundering. And every update they do to destroy people's inventories is so that they can have the monopoly on that.
No, absolutely. You know what these... Yes, speaking of the fucking storefront page of Steam, you know what I see every fucking time?
CSGO.
It's whether porn and like, you know, what's it called? Fucking
Porn.
dating sims,
Yeah,
anime,
dating
all that type of
simulator,
shit.
Children's coloring books of all things.
Children's children's colorings books.
You know, like a little picture book. They call
I
it
wouldn't be
visual
surprised
novel.
if this would be like a front for Epstein or some shit.
Yeah, and who the hell, if you go to Epstein Island, is gonna put a log on that shit? Nobody. They're gonna keep it under wraps.
No,
And it's
absolutely.
Like Hail Hydra from Marvel, is it not? Like a secret society. They keep this shit out of the public eyes, and or perhaps that island is a front for whatever the fuck else. You know, it's just this isn't their only one. Guantanamo Bay, there's been shit like this before.
Oh, absolutely.
So clearly, you know, it's the money is getting laundered. Clearly, the money is not going in the right places because if that was the case, you know, wouldn't you be entitled to a working product when you pay for it? Wouldn't they seemingly have no need to put any of this shit in here? Like, what do they need to make up for cost-wise? What are they so deprived of money for? How much do their drugs cost? Like, seriously.
No, exactly.
How much drugs do you need? Like, what is all this money for? Creating a small nation? Like, geez Louise. Doesn't surprise me. Like, if that is the case, I would not be shocked. I mean, like, hey, the ending of
Also,
Battlefield
didn't you?
Hardline
Yeah.
is
Speaking of which,
ridiculous
didn't you notice
shit.
I actually won the fucking objective without
Hey,
death?
good job, man.
Good
At
lord.
least that one. Yeah, it took you a few times while you're still in the hallway, but Cortana's attempting to hack into the system. It's not going to work.
Yep. Everybody's gonna die.
He's a firing his laser.
I'm firing my laser.
Yeah. Spooky, scary
Rest in
stuff.
hell, Tilson. What? Rest in hell,
Send her to
Tilson.
hell. Rest in hell. You are gonna rest in pieces.
Rest in pieces.
Rest in
They're
pieces.
all dust right now.
All they are is dust in the wind. An Xbox 360 game, remember, it's certainly not that
Right.
the Xbox 360 was lacking in good fidelity graphics or...
I turned
you
to
know,
fucking
any-
ash.
Yeah, I love the ash effects too.
Absolutely.
Like the
No, like the
skeletons
smoke and
demons
like
by
the
the end of that shit.
dust particles too.
Yeah, before they went to Xbox One, it wasn't like, okay, everybody just, I guess apparently hurt yourself en masse, and on top of that, worship Satan. Like, no, it was just,
No, certainly
you
made
look at the game.
everything like alive.
Yeah, you look like, geez Louise, they're turned into smoking ashes because they just all died, except for these two. So, the nuance I have is like, you know, they weren't trying to overthrow the government. They certainly weren't going out there killing people like they have been, you know, since COVID, and even a little bit before. You know, there's quite a nuance. I have no problem with a game that looks like some high-tech futuristic Halloween or Pacific Rim or
Right.
Section 8, stuff like that. You know, sci-fi. Some might say it's the generic angular look, but like it still works for Doom and, you know, Helldivers, yet seemingly, people love the way those games look despite having like damn near no shadows in most of their newer parts, or Doom has like such egregiously poorly optimized stuff, and people are like, oh, the destruction's so good. I mean, then they'll bring up Red Faction.
Right.
The same people will say this one is the best, and then this one is also the best. But, you know, Red Faction or Battlefield or whatever else,
Right.
destruction in those games is much better and runs on like basically anything, even a PlayStation 3. So I'm gonna have to defer to the judgment of those older games are better in terms of their destruction and physics.
No, absolutely.
But we shouldn't be just letting this stay here and never try to improve. I mean, like, how else do you grow? How else do they make money? If money is such an issue, which apparently it is, because, geez Louise, where the hell are they spending it? Then I'm going to have to believe that maybe a safer bet would be, like, say, instead of putting $2 billion into some lesbian seminar game, you could probably put, like, you know, what, 50 million? And then just make, like, a few games with that money that would be a much safer bet, because they're doing what's called putting all your eggs in one basket. Well, the basket keeps breaking. It's not going to be reliable. It's not sustainable. This isn't growth. This isn't financial growth. It's not maturity. We tend to talk about way too much. And, you know, it's really jarring when a corporation is trying to parent me. They're not my fucking parents, and even if they were my parents, I would tell
Right.
them to shut the fuck up. Because what they're making is of poor quality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, do you talk to your
die,
mom
Dad's
that way? You better bet your ass I fucking do. She's a bitch.
Exactly. No, fuck her.
Fuck my mom. Do it. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, my fucking point is...
I mean, I do reason with my mom since I
if
love her,
there's-
but your mom.
Your mom is not mine. That's a different story.
Yeah, your mom is, you know,
Not
she's
for you
evil.
two. Oh, for sure. But not for you two. Anyway,
Right.
the point I get at is like, you know, it's not their place. There's a time and place for everything, you know? You don't need to go in depth. You don't need to explain all this shit. They can't just have like, you know, a funny bit of dialogue in Killzone with modern Sony. They can't just say like, you know, all it takes is a little finesse to open that door. Finesse my ass. You know, and he kicks it down. It's blunt, it's hilarious, and it's sudden. No, no, no. You can't just have that with, you know, modern action games, even though you totally can. No, for some reason they decided that no, if he says that, you must show a sex scene between two gay men. Like,
Yeah, what?
you have to put it as a microtransaction, a throwback to the past. And then he has to throw
What?
back his ass and start twerking. Like, what the fuck?
What
No.
in the... Yeah,
What
it's
is
fucking
this?
stupid.
Who the hell are they fucking hiring? A bunch of 12-year-olds who spray boobs on the walls in Counter-Strike Source? Like, mygot.com hacking crews? Like, this seems like trolling, basically. It's unprofessional. It's incredibly amateurish. I mean, basically, if
It
you can't
is.
tell much of a difference between a AAA video game on Unreal 5 and an amateur video game made by one dipshit from, you know, South Korea, taking a bunch of assets willy-nilly, then that's not a AAA game. The old rules are clearly off. And all bets are off, too.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
With Halo 4 here, you can tell this is a AAA game. It's a little older. Some of the texture resolution really gives that away.
No, absolutely.
On a technical level, this engine, you know, can absolutely support modern-day PBR lighting, textures, new, more intricate maps. I mean, if you've seen some of the very few custom maps that have been made for this game, it definitely shows a higher level of fidelity than even this, which was still pushing it very, very far. You know, at the end of a console's lifespan that at that point was really starting to show its age. I mean, if that's the case, it makes sense to cut, like, split screen, but this game still has split screen. It doesn't have, like, an offline bot mode, even though I'm sure that'd be fairly easy and probably take up, what, a few kilobytes of storage to say, okay, put AI in the multiplayer and have them run around and shoot people, like the campaign. You can just, they even have Spartan AI that can shoot in the the campaign here. What's to stop them from just having a button where, you know, you can't customize it or anything, because let's say they're running into the upper limits of what this console can feasibly do. Basically nothing, because they even downloaded updates off the internet, they have a hard drive going for them. They have all of these concessions they made towards the end of the console's lifespan to allow you to play this game. And they seem to have thrown that all away in the sake of, fuck this, I'm out. Doesn't seem like a good reason. This console is basically like two sticks in a rock for hardware, yet it can make games that graphically and technically look even better than a lot of Xbox One and Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 games. So, like, you look at, say, something like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, or The Amazing Spider-Man 1 versus 2, which was an Xbox One game, right? You look at, say, Call of Duty Ghosts. You look at Advanced Warfare.
Fucking killed myself.
Yeah, you slammed into a door. You gotta, like, basically, if you want to get through this section alive, try to aim for the center. Don't try to engage any of the bad guys shooting you. Avoid any lasers, too.
Right.
Yeah, if you get hit by another laser, you're dead. You also have boosters. So if you need to get through here fast before a door slams in your face, that's a good option.
Right.
Yeah, do not, you tried to shoot the enemies. Don't do that. A good section here. I mean, I feel like if 343 maybe had decided to commit to making a Halo space game with, like, space battles, you know, some Star Wars Battlefront
No,
stuff,
absolutely.
they would have done a decent job at it.
If they bought the IP for Star Fox, they would have been, like, better than Nintendo.
Nintendo is content to take that IP and shove it up their ass.
Absolutely.
Don't shoot at these things. they'll kill you.
Oh, fuck.
Because you're going to slam into a wall. Just go right past them. You have a boost device. Just try and focus on getting out of here, not fighting any enemies. That's the secret. Don't shoot back. And you'll have to do it later. But just, you see now,
Right.
now you're speeding through. That's what you need to do. Don't get shot. Try to stay the middle, and then go to the left or the right. And then you have to slow down and to not hit the wall.
Oh, shit. Right.
Yeah, you have to get through some tight gaps, so don't shoot their defenses. That's how you can get through here, so that way you... Yeah.
Fucking slam through a wall.
You slammed into the wall. They fucking took your toe and slammed it into a door multiple times. Your toenail is now
Right.
up, cut through titanium. You're gonna slow down a little bit and go to the left or the right side here. Should help you. And just try to squeeze through all
Ah,
the
shit.
You
Yep.
have to stay up and towards the middle. That's the secret. Yeah, if you go too low, you'll crash. You go too high, you'll be killed by the slipstream. Right in the middle. So you gotta stay high. And you slow down when you're turning here. You can also pull back if you need to make the turn more easily. You would do that on the joystick, but you know, since you're on the keyboard and mouse, you know, it's, yeah. See, if you go too low, that door will crush you. That door is gonna whack you, so you need to stay high, not so high that you know, get killed by, you know, light speed flight there. So if you need some time to slow down, you can survive any hits you take here. Go up and don't crash into the sides. Be careful. Careful. Very good.
Right. Oh, okay.
There you go. You got it. They're testing you. Take it nice and easy, cowboy. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to fly like this into Cortana.
Yep.
Yeah, you show her
Okay.
your hard drive, plug it into the I/O slot. PCPIE there. PPIE.
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 Yep, the PPIE.
You're right here through Cortana Sphincter.
Oh! I guess that's too fast for her.
Microsoft was ran and did their best work when they were primarily occupied by a bunch of frat boys. And God bless them.
We'll take care of the guns.
Once you see robot rhino skeleton dinosaur things, you don't unsee them. I don't know how much marijuana they were smoking, but that is an incredibly well-inspired design for an interesting new enemy. The only problem I have is the Watchers. Otherwise, they're pretty good faction to fight. I enjoy them. Though they probably shouldn't have sent the constant, like, you know, knights after you, or if they did, it would have been nice if they had dropped other weapons.
Right.
The scatter shot, or the, you know, the binary rifle more frequently, or the incinerator cannon especially. I don't know a single person who hates those weapons that they added. The only thing they really hate is the lack of ammo. Or just that they're like kind of whatever functionally. Yeah, do not. If you want to get through
I
this
fucking
section,
hit. Yeah, I fucking hit him accidentally. I
don't try to take down any air defenses. Just go past them, and your character will regenerate health quickly enough. So if you keep shooting down air defenses, you will be shot. And you'll crash into them. It looks scary, but trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Right.
Take care of the guns.
You see, you regenerate your health very quick.
Yeah, it's been a while since I didn't play the section.
Since you didn't play? Wait a minute. You didn't play or you did?
I said it's been a while since I have played this section of the map.
Since you did not play. I didn't play it a long time ago.
Well, it's been a while.
Ingra, motherfucker. Just little things like that. So it's been a while since you played this section.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's all good, brother. So yeah, you have to go through and disable the cores. Like, see, they don't do this kind of fun shit anymore. They
True.
don't have cool technological, big space fantasy sections, massive skyboxes, imaginative, really, really high fidelity graphics that were pushing the limits of this, you know, tin can. I love this bit. He's all yours, Chief. They blasted a hole right in his giant alien ship.
Clean hit.
Exactly.
Going in.
Proceeding to insertion.
Fidelity is great here. It's a little fucking lens flare. You know, people will say they dropped the anime influences. I don't know if they're blind or high.
The
Because
anime
they actually went
influences?
there's
They
way
dropped
too
that?
much. They dropped that shit? I'm like, this is not like a Western video game by comparison. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Bungie was more of a Western game. Like, it's the Iraq War, Afghanistan.
No, pretty
most of their
much.
Shit is grays and greens. It's not like Power Rangers, right? So, you know, I'm getting conflicting messages here because most of the criticism seems to be from people who like anime a little too much. And by a little too much, I mean they constantly
Sexually.
talk about extremely sexual shit instead of getting a girlfriend.
They like it. Yeah, they like it sexually.
Yeah, they like it a bit too much, and it's just creepy.
Oh yeah.
This mission here is very cool, and I love the evil lighting to signify.
Absolutely.
The final level.
You're in the conductor.
Yeah, you are in the composer.
What's it called?
Manually. How and where?
Yeah, the conductor. You're in Thomas here. Thomas the train.
Thomas the Train Engine.
Thomas the tank engine. Yeah. Shoot, motherfucker.
Keep scanning for the composer. We'll figure it out.
So yeah, basically I went back to consoles because they just got so cheap. My biggest reason for
Right.
even leaving them was how expensive they used to be, and we didn't have good internet, so I didn't use Xbox One. Most of the games wanted me to go online, and if you're like me and you had dial-up internet in the middle of bumfuck nowhere with, you know, basically incredibly inconsistent internet access and overprotected parents on top of that,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, you're not going to enjoy Xbox One. It was really only after I would say about 2023 that I really started getting into Xbox One because I went to GameStop and it's like every game for Xbox One is cheaper than the 360 and PlayStation 3 they're selling there. So, wait, you're telling me that these old AAA games are like $2? Every one. Because Xbox 360, some of them were rare, some of them would vary in price. There were not too many of some editions of the games, you know, whatever.
No,
Then
absolutely.
the PlayStation 3 store was going to close, prices hiked up a bunch, and then they decided against that, so prices
Right.
went back down. After
I
a
mean,
few
me, I
months.
decided to go back to the Xbox 360 because I realized they're now even cheap, or
Yeah,
even cheaper.
like, dude, if your Xbox breaks, it's like what, 100 reals,
No, probably like
200?
I'd say for a game like it's more so like
Console.
31 or
Yeah, for a
31
game,
or
it's like only 30,
yeah.
30 reals over yonder.
20, 30 reals to like up to like 70, which is like pretty cheap.
Yeah, I mean, over here in the U.S., it's like $2 for a game on an Xbox 360. On average, it's mostly
Right.
the shooter games, too, because there's a lot of old copies of Battlefield 3 and 4. And they still work, you know, you can still play the campaigns, you can still play the multiplayer in a lot of cases, even to this day with Battlefield 4. And it's not like there's a lack of, you know, bad update jailbreaks or other people's own servers and hacks and mods, so you can actually still access the rest of the game you paid for with your money, which is stupid you can't in the first place, but whatever.
Right.
Like, let's say you want to go back to these places, you know, Metal Gear Solid 5. Let's say you want to redo some of the missions in there that are like side missions that end up just, for some reason, being like the main quest. I don't know why they did that, but regardless, there are a few missions you cannot repeat because they're only a side quest. Why? That game has about, like, you know, 60 missions, but then, like, 5 or 6, maybe like 7
Right.
of them are side missions that are unrepeatable. So they've locked you arbitrarily out of your content, as well as that the main menu changes. You can't ever go back to the first main menu unless you delete all your save data, keep the game offline. It's like it's contaminated and the menu changes to just being the helicopter. But it starts off as like the hospital. Like, why all this hidden weird bullshittery? The lighting changes for the mirror at the beginning, like compared to the end as well. It doesn't really add up. There are some theories. It's like, okay, that it starts out with a shitload of guns, and then by the end you've used all of them. And there's like a time skip or whatever, but nobody said that. So I'm gonna have to defer to the judgment of this game just simply did not get completed, which is the general consensus. And on top of that, some things that likely were planned got scrapped for time, and they got the, just told to get the fuck out. So stuff wasn't really conveyed in a way that it should have been. Maybe they didn't have time to add wrinkles to, Big Boss or whatever. But my point being is, like, they cut you off of certain parts of the game. You can't go back to it. And, like, say Far Cry 3 is another great example. There's a lot of places like Hoyt's Mansion or the Temple of Doom and all that shit with Buck that's still on your disc, but you can't ever go back to it once you beat the main game because it's, it's been caved in or whatever. Wouldn't it be nice to explore that stuff, though? It's like, guess they didn't care. There's nothing stopping them from just allowing you to have a button to go back to the cave, even after you completed it, to replay the mission. They have little instanced areas for the challenges where it's like you can set a dock on fire, kill people with your car, and they teleport you to a specific part of the map, so... yeah, it doesn't add up. You can technically get into the missions, that were there before by, like, no-clipping, I guess, but... that's about it. If you have to cheat or glitch into that shit, it doesn't really count in my eyes, because that's going against the intended means of play.
Right.
Or say, like, another good example, Batman Arkham Origins, like, once the hotel is caught fire, you can't ever go back there to the top floors again, because it's scripted for the Bane boss fight. And, like, nothing else. But, like, wouldn't it have been nice to continue to be able to go back to those pool areas or, like, explore the Batcave some more? It's things like that that slowly but surely with 2010's games, or like EA with the DLC.
Absolutely. I think,
say Mass Effect or Destiny, right? They would, like, lock this stuff out with Bungie.
Oh,
right?
shit.
Destiny, Activision. Bungie had day one disc DLC content, right, that was locked on there and totally finished. They printed it onto the disc. People were able to glitch into these areas, and they found that they were pretty much complete, and all the DLC did was add voice lines and enemies. There's even entire bits of cut geometry that are still on your game disc, because they cut the game's story so late into development that they couldn't make a new one, so they just said, yeah, we're done, let's go away.
right.
That's the story. The story is everyone wants you to leave. Yeah, pretty indicative of a reboot, I would say. They smeared the game's story, and it got by on gameplay for so long until people got sick and fucking tired of it because it was so easy you might as well play it blindfolded and be fighting a room full of balloons with a nail gun. It's like putting a cactus up against a bunch of balloons. What the fuck else do you think is gonna happen? That's a cakewalk. That's so trivial that it might as well play itself. And everyone is like that, they have decent lighting and animation for sure, but that still doesn't hide the part where the game is an unsatisfying, badly made piece of shit. Maybe not technically, but gameplay-wise, and difficulty-wise, and story-wise.
Right.
What the hell is the story of Destiny? A bunch of random zombies fight each other. That's it. That's the story. There's nothing to this series. It's the Emperor's New Groove. You got no clothes on.
I mean, I haven't played Destiny. Thank God.
It's a bad game. Borderlands
Yeah.
has the millennial writing, but at least that's a fucking story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, basically now, people who loved those games originally cut off their testicles and now say they're bad, so...
Would it be shocking? Ooh,
Yeah, they'll basically say anything and never be happy. So it's, you know, it's
pretty
interesting
much.
because they'll mix in what they actually feel like in with their lives, but it's a pre-scripted, pre-canned, very, very obvious copy pasta that they believe so clearly that they just can't stop saying. They can't, no matter what it is. They will always do the same exact like words and phrases, genuinely, objectively, my honest opinion.
My honest opinion.
Copy pasted opinion from someone on Know Your Meme or Reddit.
Every time.
Uh-huh.
I got the didact shotgun. Scatter shot.
Well, here's my honest opinion. Shoot that drone out of the sky before he kills.
They should have
you
stuck
with
back
5
to
minutes,
fucking
right?
watching Malcolm in the Middle, if they like their fucking propaganda.
If you like your fucking, you like your kids shit a little too much, go back to Nickelodeon. Don't worry, you got anime, you got Mickey Mouse, you got your Bugs Bunny.
Exactly.
Take it and stick it up your ass where you like it.
Stick it. Yep. Stick it up your ass.
Get a 12 gauge shotgun, twist it sideways, and pull the trigger.
Exactly.
Twist it sideways.
The type of shit we're on.
What about
Yeah.
the didact?
Stick the scatter shot up the booty hole.
Yeah, fucking stick the scatter shot up their fucking ass and pull the trigger. Let it all bounce around in there.
Yeah. And get this gun to their
Covenant carbine.
yeah, the carbine.
They like purple. It's radioactive too, so they might like the poisoning. They like
Absolutely.
To die. No, they like wastelands. They like radiation. Okay.
Absolutely, they want that.
Go to hell. Go ahead.
You want to get that carbine up your booty hole? Well, prepare to die, bitch.
Your choice.
Exactly.
You wanna die, your choice, not mine. I'm not going with you.
Exactly.
One way,
I don't want to
one way
die.
ticket to hell. One way ticket to hell.
One way ticket to hell. Pull.
Yeah. What I enjoy is when these games, even when they were made by the same people now who don a fucking anime avatar despite being very obviously American, so they just decided to steal someone's shit,
Oh,
take
yeah.
credit for it, basically, was they used to make very imaginative, very creative, very interesting and nuanced video games about, monsters and demons and like
That fucking mic glitch out.
creatures and shit. It was a great game called Legendary where they had
Right.
like a bunch of monsters from various folklores, hydras, griffins, dragons, and then like the army has to step in New York and try to stop it, Pandora's box gets open and lets out all hell. Like, that's what they fucking used to make. What they make now is porn with AI, mass produced. They used to have some really good talent, but I have never seen a group of people more content to just squander it every chance they get. Oh, that's the hologram. It creates a decoy of yourself. Tricks them.
Mm-hmm.
Check out the watchers first, the drones. Don't, they'll revive his friends. Get that flying fucker.
Right.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. They're, the Prometheans feel fun to fight, except for the watchers.
Absolutely.
That's it. If not for that, they would basically be pretty decent. They're not great, but I mean they're really good improvement over, say, like the Flood. The Flood is like the most repetitive cancer that Bungie ever made, and trust me, there's a lot of shit they do.
Mm-hmm.
People want to say uninspired, generic, boring alien monsters. Well, what's more generic, boring, and uninspired than literally just turning all of your existing monsters into broccoli and then having them shoot you with guns and run straight at you? There is no nuance, there is nothing interesting, there's no teleportation, there's no cool maneuvering, no neat abilities, nothing. Meanwhile, the Prometheans got interesting backstory, lore, deep and intricately explained shit. It's very, very cool. They're also easy, easy enough to trick once you understand how, but there you go.
Oh yeah,
They
absolutely.
also have cool new weapons, not just weapons that already existed. Like, why does the Flood have no new weapons? They just, they break into pieces and you need to shoot the bodies? That's so repetitive and it's a waste of ammo. The only thing you have to do with the fucking Prometheans is shoot the Watchers. That's it. And then take care of them. Cut the head off the snake and the body dies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of, have a nice trip. See you next fall.
Woo! Just like fucking Spider-Man.
Where are you?
Except you don't have a web slinger.
Yep. You got a fucking
Have
gun.
a nice trip. See you next fall. Have a nice swim.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and these people voted for Obama, so they're Democrats. Don't have a problem with it. It was just light, the sort of shit they did here.
Oh yeah.
But you can see they made some cool shit that's like Tron. They really fleshed out the Forerunners. I think they did an excellent job. I think they ended a trilogy that Bungie simply never had the guts to. In a very fantastic and interesting way that was very fulfilling and very conclusive. It almost was kind of a liability to make the next game, Halo 5, even have Master Chief at all, when it probably should have just been a spin-off cleaning up the aftermath.
Right.
I would have really liked an actual firefight mode where you could survive against Prometheans.
Right.
There are some mock-ups where people have made like a campaign mission where you can do that. It
No,
ends
that'd be
after a
cool.
while, but
Absolutely.
it is possible on technical level. There
Yeah.
are older builds I found with footage that's now since been deleted by a channel called Galaxy, without warning, and of course, as these channels
Right.
do, especially when Microsoft is about to pound them, send them off to Epstein Island. They delete the
Oh
shit
yeah.
suddenly.
Send him off to
without
Epstein Island.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You think I'm kidding? These
No,
fuckers
you're
got
not.
connections.
Yeah.
I am not kidding. Yeah, if you start to get too much of their shit, they will come
Yeah.
after you.
Even though
They will
he's
fuck you.
even though Epstein's been banned from Xbox.
Oh yeah, the motherfucker's responsible for basically everything that has been wrong with Xbox. And
Oh, yeah.
on top of that, pretty much the normalizer of all of these terrible DLCs,
Absolutely.
microtransactions, and all this shit. What I told you about, money laundering and organized crime, man. Who told them? Somebody with much more power, basically somebody who was like Jabba the Hutt in real life. So,
Oh shit, you're the one helping him out. My bad.
yeah, Cortana's helping you. Pieces of her keep getting scattered all the time. By the end, it's, dementia. It's clearly what inspired the character arc of Cortana here, and I like that. I like
Yeah.
that he wanted to honor his mom. The way that the Forerunners, and the way they're sort of made is almost like coffins.
Right.
It's never easy losing people. I mean, my grandma, she died from cancer. My other grandma, I had two grandmas, died old age. I've lost people
Rip.
before, and
It sucks.
I feel like dealing with a serious matter like that for their first game was, they addressed the elephant in the room. Bungie had been replaced. They didn't pretend it was something better than it was. No, they said exactly what it is and what everyone knew. And they gave you something as a nice farewell gift. They were the cleanup crew, basically. They made some really good movies. I really enjoyed Forward Unto Dawn, Fall of Reach, book adaptation. There were some animated little movies they made that were almost more like a painting from the Revolutionary War than just some generic anime number 7002. People will say, like, the American military shit and Starship Troopers influence was somehow anime-inspired. I'm just like, what flavor of cocaine are you smoking? Because clearly, it's way more American focused than Bungie shit, and that's okay. I like that. I'm a fan of Call of Duty myself, but then they hypocritically say they fucking don't like Call of Duty.
I think Call of Duty's pretty fun. Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
I think so too. I think so too, and it runs a lot better. And most of that shit works offline. Black Ops 1 and 2 play with bots.
Yeah, what a bunch of fucking hypocrites.
Bunch of hypocrites, man.
Yeah.
I mean, then they'll just say a bunch of nonsensical political horseshit instead of making a good fucking game. If you believe so much about all of these problems and you want to actually do something about it, first thing, stop buying these games.
Exactly.
Even after they get better, you need to show them that their actions have consequences. Don't buy them again. Second thing.
Absolutely.
Make your own. You have all
Just
these
like me.
ideas, but
I'm
you
making my own.
Don't ever, and I'm not even saying it's hard. I'm not even saying you have to make your own, but it certainly helps. You
Yeah,
have all these
absolutely.
creative ideas.
Absolutely.
Why waste them on a company who doesn't care about you? They show it. They say it. They do it.
Mhm.
They don't care about you. They replaced you. I don't think it can be any more clear cut than that.
Absolutely.
Activity. Significant slip space event building under the composer.
He's powering it
This is a
up.
lot of effort for not caring.
Yep.
Look around you, man.
Yeah.
Look up there.
Cutscenes and whatnot. Animated shit.
That's a lot of effort to make you have this cool, elaborate jumping section here. Big ass, animations. They're opening the laser.
Yeah.
You might want to grab some
They
weapons
say
back
they don't
there.
care about fucking Halo 4?
This apparently is a game that the company who made it didn't care about. I think the people who played it were incredibly hostile, disrespectful, rude.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
extremely hypocritical.
Absolutely.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt. I think it is an issue they projected, and other people just accepted it because they sounded like they knew what they were saying.
Yeah,
and
look
they
at that.
lied through their teeth.
Yeah, look at the light. Look at the lights. You know what they remind me of?
Just do.
What?
They remind me of like Metal Heart.
Yeah, the Metal Heart shit. Like, people say this game, is like just some Windows 8 shit, and they totally abandoned the last gen.
Windows
7
8
look.
shit?
Like,
What do you mean?
Windows 8 shit, I'm like, well,
I
it
think
came
this
out
looks
around
detailed.
Windows 8, but you look at Windows 8 ain't entirely flat. The shit's got gradients. It's all got like images of pianos, flowers. The default one's actually like very much like Windows 7. It just doesn't have the Windows 7 logo. What? So did those little 4 squares really do something for you? Someone explain this to me, because every fucking thing I seem to find is a bunch of bitching.
No, absolutely.
Explain to me why mechanically this doesn't work without saying it's schizophrenic every 3.3 seconds. Go ahead, I'll listen. Oh, they can't? Well. So at what point am I talking to a fucking robot, right? Like, are these people actually people? Oh no, they're content farmers.
Content farmers. Oh, exactly.
Because they don't want to have a conversation with you. They don't want to socialize on social media. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason behind that. Oh wait, one-sided narrative pushing. That's exactly why.
Oh, pretty much. Fucking act, man.
They want to make a problem and then pretend like they're all for solving a problem they just created. Absolutely, the Axeman. I don't like Black Ops 3, and I don't like games with microtransactions. In that same video, World of Warship.
This video is
I don't
sponsored
like
by
unfinished-
World of War. Yeah, dumbass.
Sponsored by fucking... What a fucking hypocritical jackass. If you don't like these games, where's all the games you do like? Oh, there isn't any.
Yeah, and he's not just a fucking dumbass. He's a
No, that takes
fucking
some, that
hypocrite.
Takes, that's a manipulative. That's a manipulator.
Oh, absolutely.
That takes some ingenuity to think of that kind of shit. That is elaborate. That is well thought out, and it's certainly.
Yo, what a
manipulative and coercive shit.
condescending evil bitch.
Yeah, can't blame you, man.
Yeah,
And
thank
you
the
look at
Lord
his
I don't
shit,
even
he
watch
went
him.
From, well, kind of takes one to know one. That's the thing. I used to be condescending and evil too.
Oh, yeah.
Difference is, that comes back to bite your ass in the end.
No, absolutely.
Condescending.
You
shitty
receive the
content.
consequences.
Exactly. Exactly. Catches up with you. You can live that life and see where it gets you. Could say, oh.
I mean,
this
me,
will
I
do
used to be...
anything.
Well, me, I used to be gullible as shit. But now, I kind of know better. Yeah. Or at least I do, like, more as of nowadays. So, that's good.
Yeah.
We all grow at that point.
Yeah, and the way that these channels go is they don't grow. They don't grow.
Oh, they don't.
Eventually get stuck in their own lane.
They don't.
And they never do anything different. Even though
Right.
the reason why I enjoyed them was because they had new and interesting things to say.
Absolutely. Oh, we fucking dropped me off. Right into the pit. God.
You have a flight to catch, motherfucker.
That's it. You're going to Brazil.
Nah, dude. This is Sparta.
Sparta. Oh yeah.
Exactly. He fired his laser, shoot the whoop at everything. But this is Sparta.
How the fuck did he appear?
Your time has come.
Your
Time's
time
up,
has.
bitch.
Your time has come.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Oh! Yeah.
Exactly.
I kind of like YouTube
Yeah,
poops.
so...
At least more now.
Oh, dude, I enjoy them. I enjoy
As
them
of-
quite
like,
a
as of
lot.
nowadays.
Hell, I even make them. They're great.
Yeah.
See, the reason why I complain about this shit, first of all, I'm doing something about it. Second of all,
Absolutely.
because it's not just complaining without any merit. It's not just, oh, hey, we're just gonna say we don't like this stuff. No, we have actual good reasons. This has been abandoned. It's been 20 years since this console has been in the mainstream, really, and
Yeah.
well, not 20 years, about like 10, 13 roughly. Basically, the main life cycle of this was...
Absolutely.
say,
Look at me. I'm playing Halo 4.
Right. This still works.
Right.
Games now are putting a kill switch in this shit, so you want to go back to Xbox One or PlayStation 4? Too bad. You're gonna get robbed.
No,
What's gonna
absolutely.
happen
They got
when that's
DRM
done?
all over the shit. And that's like
It's
Sony
not
and Microsoft.
Yeah, not even just that, but it's a bait and switch. It's a
Absolutely.
clear scam. The back of the boxes are going to say
Absolutely.
they have this feature, but then you can't play that feature. Therefore, that's false advertising. They'll say, oh, it could be disabled at any time. Right. But the difference is there's a smart way of doing that and an
Right.
asshole way of doing that. A shitty way of doing that. The smart way is like, say, Unreal Tournament or Battlefield 2. You could just still play the game with LAN.
Mm-hmm.
You can still, if you don't want to put in bots, that's fine. With Halo, you can still play a multiplayer match offline with you and your friends on split screen. So what alternative does, say, Battlefield Hardline or Overwatch or, you know, Fortnite offer? Absolutely none. Battlefield Hardline, I guess you have the campaign. If you bought Overwatch 1, you've just been robbed
Mhm.
because the game doesn't fucking work. And they proceeded to replace it with a sequel that's the first game in a flesh suit. So, Fortnite. This is a big one.
Oh, yeah.
How long do you think that sucker's gonna last when the thrill of live service drugs and high
It's not gonna last
chasing
forever.
this make-believe progress that never goes anywhere?
Mm-hmm. It is not
How
gonna
long
last
do you
forever.
think that's gonna last when people catch on and realize they've wasted all of their money and time on something that never amounts to anything? I don't think
No,
very long.
absolutely.
After people wisen up, which they eventually do, it's gonna get left behind like Minecraft. And maybe you'll have a few hipsters who come back to it every so often. It'll make its money. It won't be a financial failure. But
Right.
it will cease to function in its intended capacity, leading to the same exact issue that you and I now face. We can make new games that from the jump are built to last. That
No,
is
I
the
agree.
point. Because all of this is just intended to divide and conquer us and make us more susceptible to their horse shit. That's the real problem. They know that if we're too busy
Mhm.
tearing each other's throats out, we won't do a damn thing. If they had competition, different story. Usually a lot of great projects that have a lot of potential, passionate people who give a fuck about what they're doing, get totally destroyed because of infighting. A lot of the furry stuff, a lot of the cartoon stuff especially, I'm critical of, because they beat for beat just copy Call of Duty, but then they don't work. They're limiting themselves by basically deteriorating themselves into nothing better than what they were often so critical of. They don't like Call of Duty because it's boring, drab, and really deals with some shit that has some dark history. It's war, after all. War is not going to be for everybody. Do you want to fight in the army? How many people?
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Exactly none. And no are the answers. Probably
Mhm.
not. So, even if you love your country, well, that shouldn't be the only thing here in what you could play. The thing about it is there
Right.
is a positive to this terrible situation. And me and BloodBurn, we're trying to get that silver lining from the clouds.
Mhm.
If we can get ahead of the curve of what inevitably comes back when all the DRM locks close into the system and fuck everybody over, that's money. And that is leading the way forward. That is a natural, positive, not divisive, screwing people over. There's good money and there's shitty money.
Mhm.
There's extortion and there's just normal above board business.
Right.
Which do you prefer? You buy the thing and that's it, and then it's off to the next project? Or you constantly have to have this constant sense of fear, paranoia, wondering how much of your game they're going to take out back with a sledgehammer and smash to pieces? How much of this is no longer going to resemble the thing you purchased? Fortnite was once a paid game. Now it's free. Oh, you bought that game? Sucks for you, bitch. We're not giving you a refund. That's incredibly rude.
That's just terrible.
That is extremely rude. And
That
on
is.
top of that,
Yeah.
borderline illegal. But because they have all the money in the fucking world, they can't do shit. Anybody who has tried has been up against a shitload of smearing, lobbying, and especially just vague nonsense. I mean, you look
Absolutely.
at Stop Killing Games, and the biggest issue with Stop Killing Games is not that they failed to make any progress and have literally got this in writing. The intention behind every one of these things, in writing, that the intention is to extort you, the intention is to make it so the customers don't own anything, literally, in a legal court document, that
Mhm.
players are misguided for wanting to own their games.
Misguided. Yep. Fucking terrible.
Misguided. Yeah, so the same way I guess you're misguided for wanting to
Own
be
a
able to own your car, or
Yeah,
to use
own
the
a machine.
that you're currently
Exactly.
Yeah, to own the machine you're currently playing this video game you purchased, or that I purchased with my money to allow you to play, but because Microsoft is a bunch of evil assholes, you had no choice. But in order to be able to use the thing, to go elsewhere.
Fucking
That
kill
is
myself.
not a solution, right? That's a
Right.
band-aid to a 50 cal bullet hole. Piracy ain't gonna fix everything. Eventually, that shit's gonna collapse. It's the same thing that happened with Windows 7 piracy. The reason why Steam took off so much, especially towards, the end of Windows 7 and really with Windows 10, is because more people just didn't want to fuck with viruses, get a Trojan, trying to play Call of Duty. They don't want to deal with this creepy shit.
Mhm.
It's this nice, friendly blue face that's trusted and used by millions of people, and it's where they officially put all their stuff. More people are bound to accept that, even if it's a
Right.
lie, and it's full of malware too, which is the fucked up part. You don't own shit on Steam, so it's no better than piracy. In fact, they have been caught multiple times, especially Rockstar and Ubisoft, putting in pirated shit and selling it to people. So if you buy a game on Steam, you'd still go to federal prison, because you are in possession of illegally obtained software. There should be zero risk of that whatsoever. So it's why I buy disc games. It's why I play a band.
Absolutely.
It's not piracy if nobody sells it in the first place. And it's not piracy if you buy it off of eBay and just pop it into your computer. That's a totally legitimate transaction. I am not going to associate with this kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a bad business. And on top of that, it is illegal.
Right.
That's like saying, you know, Ben Franklin, right? Those who trade their freedom for security get neither.
Right.
And that's what Steam does. They
Deserve
try to
neither
phrase it.
freedom or security.
Yeah, there are multiple paraphrases of it. You know, they get
Right.
neither, deserve neither freedom nor security. That was what the first one was. You could, whichever one. Same meaning.
Right.
Problem is, they try to phrase it as if it's not secure, but they're sending your data off to Israel. They're probably taking that 2 megabytes of, or 2 megabytes, but yeah,
2
gigabytes
Yeah, 2 gigs.
of RAM to probably power their AI farms and their crypto miner. Otherwise, why the hell does this get a minute slower at boot? I bet you that's the reason why my CPU died, was Steam. But because everybody and their dog is Steam's butt buddy, it's hard to find people who will actually understand
Absolutely.
this shit on a basic
No, they will absolutely defend the hell out of the platform, even if it doesn't benefit them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Stockholm.
It's really just a bunch of fanboyism at the end of the day.
I don't have some sort of, like, vendetta against Steam. I'd rather it just be like, you buy the thing and you own it. And
I just want my shit to work.
Yeah, I just want it to work. I don't care about how you have to do it. As long as it works and is not extortionate, it's not gonna bite me in the ass. It's not gonna be you then decide to rob me of little bits of the game. No, I want my game that I fucking paid you for. I paid full price for a full game, not full price for a quarter of a game, for no game,
Right.
for restricted temporary conditional access with an ambiguous end to a game. No. Paid for a fucking game. If you're not going to run your business correctly and break your own rules and laws, then you're clearly not running a legal business anymore.
Right.
I will not associate. That's malware. That's a criminal business,
Absolutely.
by all accounts. Yeah, you can sign a big fucking document that doesn't hold them liable. That still doesn't mean they're not committing fucking crime. Cybercrime
Right.
is still crime.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why would you advocate for any of your games that you spent your hard-earned money to be destroyed? That's going to come back for you too. It's not. I'm not playing different games. We both used the same launcher. They gave us the same game, didn't they? I'm not special. I didn't do anything. Didn't hack, cheat, steal, lie, nothing. But then 278 of my games go bye-bye. How's that fair? See, the problem here is they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to have the money,
Oh, yeah.
but then give you nothing. They like to
Right.
get away with something they know is illegal. That's what they really get pleasure in. Not getting money, and then you get this thing, and you keep paying for that thing because you're loyal to them now. What loyalty does Steam inspire? None. Backstabbing, betrayal, people
Absolutely.
calling anybody they don't like racist at the slightest
L-
hint of
racist,
negativity,
pedophile, all kinds of shit.
pedophiles, rapists, you name it. It's horrible.
It is. Absolutely.
Apparently, if you want to go, so you bought a game on the Epic Games Store, I guess you're now Republican. How do you come to that conclusion, Sherlock?
Yeah, what?
Are you a Democrat? Did you vote? Who the fuck-
Did you vote?
No. Did you vote? I didn't.
Me neither.
Dude, you think I want a fucking Trump sign on my front yard, have some lesbian come around the block and ram their fucking truck through my front door? No thanks.
Absolutely.
No thank you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, plus that shit's fake and staged anyway, so why the hell
Fuck.
would I? Oh,
Exactly.
The reason is deflection. The reason is dodging the question.
Oh, yeah.
My answer is fucking no. Because I just want a working game. What the fuck does a working game have to do with politics? Absolutely nothing. On a technical level, there is zero reason why they have to rob you. In fact, that's more elaborate and more of a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
They could just set it up as like a true-false statement. If person paid money, transaction went through, checks, give game equal true. Done. Just some pseudocode I thought of in, let's see there, 30 fucking seconds.
Right.
Like, okay, maybe that's not how C or Lua or whatever the fuck else program language they're using works. But you get my fucking point. Oh, it doesn't work that way on a technical level. Then find a fucking way that does. You have billions of fucking dollars.
Exactly.
If you can't be fucked, which you can be, which is why this has been a problem to begin with, they're doing it for power, for dominance. Even though they'll have power and dominance over a pile of sand and dust and broken
Over
glass.
nothing. It's gonna.
Over nothing. Yeah. You'll have power over what? A pile of broken games that don't fucking work? Bravo. You're really changing the world with that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna defer to not do that and just sell you the game. Pay me $20, I'll make
Mm-hmm.
you Rogue Planet. Yeah, I'll make you a deal. Rogue Planet 2. There you go. You paid the money, you get to keep the game. Do it whatever the fuck you like. Done. That's what I like about GOG. Shit's simple. But I don't like how they also still try to appeal to China. Cyberpunk, you ever see how there was this other game that had a
Right.
poo poster poking fun of China, some horror game?
Right.
Well, they pulled it from
They pulled it from
pulled
GOG.
it from their store. Yeah, they pulled
Right.
it from GOG because of Chinese gamers, quote unquote, you know, gamers. They would voice their feedback, no specification. I guess
Right.
who's a fucking gamer, and he has such thin skin that he can't take a slight comedic insult. Meanwhile, Trump is like posting shitloads of shit like that, so it's like, okay. I mean, hey, even still, didn't vote for the fucker. He's a corporate pawn, so who gives a shit?
Right.
Politicians are fucking there to make you pretend you have any control. You don't. It becomes a lot less, you know, a lot less difficult to worry about when you realize that. Like
Right.
getting worried about fucking FIFA or the NFL or WWE. It's fake and staged. Who gives a shit? They know that they can piss you off enough to still have you come back, and you will. People with real power like Microsoft, corporate motherfuckers, the people who have money get a say. People
Right.
who've got big tits too.
Oh yeah, Cortana.
Oh yeah. Why the hell do you think she was like the AI voice assistant?
I
Yeah,
just.
don't get turned on by Cortana.
No, I just finished the level.
You finished the level. You've almost finished the game. You're doing
Yep.
great. Look out for the white box of death.
Yeah, that was like I died like a couple times because I kept fucking talking and like playing at the same time. Eventually, it helps with multitasking.
Hey, you got a longer video now. Lucky you.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, video essays. Eat your heart out.
Exactly.
Don't eat Cortana's ass out, or we will give you herpes. She'll give you herpes.
She'll give you herpes.
Yeah, she will give you herpes. You do not want space herpes.
Yeah, nobody.
Nah, we'll just fucking go to your dead corpse and teabag your face after shooting you with a scatter shot. Full armor. Spartans just go over that motherfucker. Oh shit, this guy tried to give Cortana a pound and I'm gonna fucking shoot him with a Promethean light rifle and then teabag his face. Let's hope that don't spread. Get to the space elevator. They're gonna try and shoot you. Stab that fucker.
Oh shit.
Nope, wrong way.
Oh
Behind
shit.
him. There you go.
Wrong
Yep,
way.
There you
Oh.
go. It's alright, but you must hurry.
Woo.
You know, maybe it's this that got people turned on by Cortana.
Oh, pretty
Maybe
much.
they need to keep, I think
We,
they might need to keep it in their pants.
We got
That's
to the
a
portal
lot.
bridge. Exactly.
Yeah. You can see the anime influence between both of those, but hey. I see why
Absolutely.
you like anime. Not interested.
Oh yeah.
You having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
This is like anime mixed with Zack Stunner, and I kind of like that.
And Tron.
Yeah, Tron.
Yeah, with Windows 8, like, you know, the thing about it is it was fast, it was snappy. But all
Absolutely.
you have to do is, like, spend 10 minutes to download 4 programs.
I use Windows 8. I got no problem with it.
Yeah, it works.
Apparently,
it's
people got a
makes
problem with
most
it
of
because the start screen.
Because the start screen, you can
Right.
just download OpenShell and you're
I
done.
mean, I have a
So,
problem with the
it's not
start
like-
screen myself, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You could just enable a
No,
program
fast
or
boot
like
too.
install
I
a
mean-
program. Yeah, fast
Yeah,
boot.
like, you got fast boot, you can just get
Absolutely.
like OpenShell, gadgets revived, class old new Explorer, and then like shadow copies, if you really want those back. There you go. You've now restored the functionality. that was
Apparently, they're
lost
trying to
in
make
Windows
File
7.
Explorer fast by increasing the CPU usage.
Yeah, bullshit.
Fucking weird. Like,
So,
why?
apparently they're trying to, you know, make this shit faster by making it less efficient. Yeah, I've heard that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what they're
Trying
doing.
to, you know, fucking make your car faster by sandbagging it, throwing 5 anvils on top, and popping all the tires.
Yeah, like that's what they're trying to do. Like that's
right?
that's a Microsoft made a car.
Yeah. You see how this game didn't just, like, you know, force
Absolutely.
sexual shit down your throat?
Yeah.
Like, you notice how this game is actually just focused on the cool-ass mission?
Mhm.
You're going to interesting places, you're seeing how the world's changed, you're hearing about, you know, how these other people are living and all this stuff. There's all this really excellent world and environmental design, and it shows growth, whether people liked that or not, on a visual
Absolutely.
level. I don't give a flying fuck, because what they like is disgusting and hypocritical.
Yep.
So, I'm gonna have to throw that, you know, all that bullshit away. This game's fucking awesome.
Yep.
They probably played too much fucking Call of Duty, and, you know, if you do too much of anything, no matter how good that thing is, it's gonna seem like a, you know, it's bad. I like that bait out, you know, bait and switch there.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
don't care what the comic says, he's dead. 343 never used him again. That's really what Halo 5 needed. Halo Infinite, where was the bad guy? Oh, what you meant was we just took a model from Halo 3 of one of the brutes who, for some reason, just weren't in this game. We only had the elites
apparently.
because you know, the brutes were in Halo Reach.
Yeah.
Tactical nuke incoming. For their first game, they did incredibly well, man.
Absolutely. Halo 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
This
it's
was like
that's
that
amazing.
This was that time when people were starting to debate if like games are art, and I would say this certainly is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And their art wasn't just porn. Porn is not art. That's degeneracy.
Mhm.
It's thin.
Cortana, come in.
There's a difference. There's certainly porn in art, no doubt. But deteriorating all of this into one of 2 options,
Right.
not great. Sounds like they're shooting themselves in the foot. Fight or flight. Look at how many options they used to have, man. Yeah, they used to have.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the
Windows
strangest
8,
thing you've
Windows
seen all
10.
day.
They were really going places. The oldest Windows 10 to this day is still like my favorite build of the operating system, 1507.
Looking at the bloom, it looks amazing.
Just like you always do.
Mm-hmm.
It always had that
I
like
mean, Cortana is also
Microsoft
animated,
X
too.
Zack
She's not
Snyder look.
boring.
Right. Right.
Yeah, Master Chief's got all these dings and cracks in his armor. You just been
Yeah.
through hell.
Absolutely.
I'm not
Yeah.
coming with you this time.
Cortana's got all these like lines pulsating. You know, it's everything is animated.
Most of me is
You're in this
there.
bubble she made for you.
But
Mhm.
I held
Yeah,
enough back
contrary to
keep
what
up
people
shit.
fucking think because she whispers in your fucking ear, this wasn't a romance story. This
Right.
was a family story. That's a brother and a sister.
You here.
Absolutely.
That's what this is. You don't
Right.
need to jump to conclusions.
Waited so long to do that.
They knew what they were appealing to, sure, but so did Bungie. They inherited that shit from Bungie.
We were supposed to take care
We
of
were
each other.
supposed to take care of each other.
They really think this is a romance.
They think this is a romance? This
Well-
isn't a romance.
Yeah. What a
They
bunch
take
of
care of
fucking
each
evil
other.
fucks.
What a bunch of weirdos, man.
What a
Video
bunch of
game masturbate
weirdo,
to video game characters.
condescending, evil bitches, man.
Condescending, hypocritical jackasses who publicly
Yeah.
admit how much they
The
masturbate
moment
to
somebody
video game
says "I love
characters.
you" platonically, they really think
They think they're gonna have
they
sex
nut.
immediately.
Yeah, they really think that the person nutted while saying that. Like what? Fucking weirdos.
Yeah, fucking weird. Nah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, the same way you would
Uh,
love your grandpa
good lord.
or your mom
Exactly.
or your sister.
You
This
would
is
tell a family
story.
member, "I love you."
Yeah, that's not fucking romantic. That's weird.
That is. That's
Yeah,
incest.
this is- yeah. No need.
What the fuck?
Some people
Disgusting.
got a bit too much spare time.
Oh, absolutely.
Some motherfuckers with
Absolutely.
cartoon profile pictures, though.
Uh-huh.
You know, this is the thing I like about this too. Is at the end of most Halo games, the way they design it.
And look
you
at
think
the
about what
look at
you've
the
done.
particles, man. Look at the
Yeah,
depth
look
of
at the
field and
pretty lights
whatnot
and colors,
with the
man.
stars. That
Yeah.
shit. See, that shit is cool.
It's been.
And you're right.
2012, man.
We
That was 14 years ago. We
yeah.
need more of this.
we do.
The last
And
one
you're
they
right.
made
We
was-
definitely abandoned this type of stuff, all because of
We
like
abandoned it and traded it for what?
yeah,
Porn, degeneracy, disgusting, repetitive.
flat
cancer,
shit.
fucking rapes my eyes.
Exactly.
Enough of that shit. Get
Enough
it
of
out
that.
Of my sight. Bring this fucking back and make it twice as
Yeah.
good.
See, this
and
is what
have
you
double the
call
content.
life.
This is talent.
Exactly. This cutscene
right
is what you call fucking life in a painting.
Yeah. See, this actually translated so well from the concept art
Absolutely.
that I can absolutely call it art. It's like you look at screenshots, 1-to-1. You could barely tell this shit side by side.
No, pretty much.
That is art, what you're looking at right here. Concept art, all the way it was drawn and animated. You
No,
look
and
at
the fact
pictures
that
they
like
made, it's
the
beautiful.
suit is dented too. I
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
dented, implied
You've been
history.
through hell.
You've been through hell, and you came out the other side.
No,
respected,
absolutely.
but
Like
Master
you've been through
Chief,
hell and back, and like
you'll-
from
what I
fighting all
love
the
about
demons
this-
and shit.
Unlike Halo Reach, you
Yeah.
will be able to live a peaceful life at the end of it. You don't just die and get forgotten and erased.
Not if I
You're
join.
loved by all your peers, but what life did you have outside of the killing?
At ease, Chief. Feels kind of odd for you to call me.
Uh huh.
An interesting question. You got so focused on following what the machine told you,
Beautiful, isn't she?
you forgot you were a person.
I don't get to see
I think
her
that's
often.
exactly what happened with the cartoon people.
Right.
They're only human after all.
I grew up in New Harmony.
They are.
And now that
In the
they've mixed
Cole Bulow
themselves
Military
in
Academy.
with
Never
cartoons,
saw
I think
Earth in
it's
person until I was an adult, but
hard for themselves to even understand what they've
think of her
allowed
as home.
themselves to become. Nuanced, mature, civilized human beings who didn't want to fight wars, who eventually became the most violent, ruthless murderers
you don't talk much, do you?
Mm-hmm.
in the span of what? 7 years?
Chief, I won't pretend to know. how
Someone
you
give them a
feel.
hug. They need it.
I've lost people I care about, but
Tell them it'll be alright.
never anything
They
worth
do.
going through.
They need Lasky, whether they understand it or not.
As soldiers is to
We all need
It's
a
not
Lasky.
just that they need a white man to
Whatever the
compensate. No.
Yeah.
It's someone who cares about them. And you
Yeah.
might be shocked by how many
Soldiers
white
and
dudes
No,
care.
humanity.
someone who cares about him. Exactly.
Soldiers aren't machines.
Oh, I'm a white dude.
We're just people.
It's not like
Mhm.
that at all matters. I just care about this game series.
Yeah, you absolutely do.
It's not the color of your skin, it's the content of your characters.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what identity you are. See, I'm a guy from the Middle East playing this game, and I fucking love this.
This guy's from Qatar. This shit's
Exactly.
global, man. It's all over the world.
It is. My brothers
Wait,
have
they're
played
telling me-
like the
They're
fucking older
telling me
Halo
there's all
series.
of this horrible, they're telling me there's all this horrible racism, terrible discrimination. I'm talking to a guy from the Middle East. I'm an American. Who fucking cares?
Exactly.
They're people. Him and his family, they're people. Me and my family, we're people.
Every great journey begins with a single step. This is our beginning. This is like a last game, and it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah. This is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning.
Now, I think we were done. And this right here. You see the consequences of the battle is people have been turned to ashes. I think it would have been okay if there was a little bit left to clean up and they'd be like doing the aftermath, but
Right.
this is the speech that made the Diadact the Diadact. I also love how the lore is actually in the game. You can just find it, like a terminal.
Yeah, Halo
well
5 should have been just about the Guardians.
Yeah.
Halo 4 here, like, with Halo 4 here, Master Chief retires.
You could make it like not the Diadact returns, but just like his foot soldiers have tried to rise up, and then you kill their Guardians. The Guardians are the leader. You take them down.
Right.
That would have made more sense to me. Get Cortana away. She died. She's over.
I stand before you.
You see, they sent in their lifeguards. Like, all the troopers are not just, nerf guys.
Absolutely.
And I love this, right? It's reflecting on the journey you've been through. Your only friend, your only person you can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
Master Chief has autism.
Absolutely.
By the way he sags his shoulders, the way he looks at the ground. And also because of the way they wrote the story. He's hyper-focused on his mission.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of us who suffer with autism tend to as well. Focus on one thing and we're unable to see differently. And a lot of people falsely equate this with stubbornness or being rude or whatever the fuck else it be. And that's just simply not true. It's a genetic issue.
Think of my axe as you will.
I love this. The Vitruvian man, the center of all attention.
Right.
Everybody has stopped what they are doing simply to look at this man who they see. And under the mask,
And we are hopeless to stop it.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They did add a special ending where he turns out to be like the Doom guy and you could see his eyes. Because, yeah, well,
Like,
Bungie did take another
Yeah.
4-letter word and there you go.
yeah,
Doom.
pretty much.
This
Doom
is
and
what they
Halo.
built on.
Yeah,
Way
absolutely.
Unreal Tournament's what they built on top of. It's an arena game.
To be fair, he does look like he would look like the Doom guy.
Yeah, he does. He looks like the guy from Doom. BJ Blazkowicz looks like him too because they reused assets in Wolfenstein, so.
Absolutely.
Same guy, just don't tell anybody, you never see them in the same room now, do you?
Yep.
Exactly. But Halo 4 in closing, and why we, both of this, both of us showed up here today. We got a mission, and our mission is to bring the fight back to life.
Amen.
Our mission is to make this shit worth having again, because they gave up. Nobody saw it as a good opportunity to really step in and put themselves to the test. Well, do tell me, what's all this fighting about if it amounts to nothing? What's in it for you? Let's say you don't believe in any of this Jesus stuff. Let's say you don't believe in any of the Western stuff. You'd still like a high-quality game, right? Every Russian I
Absolutely.
talk to loves Call of Duty because it's escapism.
Yeah.
It's a fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, you don't have to believe with everything, everything you say, but there is not a single Mexican, there's not a single French dude, not a single Japanese person I know, not a single
Right.
Russian, not a single fucking American person I know who would kill, or who would not kill anyway, for a brand spanking new game with a shitload of content like this.
Absolutely.
That really brings them back to life.
Yeah,
Ironically
and
enough,
as I said before, bring me
Yeah.
a fun game with a load of content.
bring
Literally.
me a fun game, a lot of content, works, doesn't have any weird
Yeah.
booby traps or kill switches. And
Absolutely.
you'll get my money. You'll get my money, you'll get my loyalty. It's what Xbox used to do. It's what PlayStation 3 did.
No, pretty
You
much.
can always go back to that anytime you like.
Yeah, and
But
it's
we need
about
progress.
yeah,
Or we-
and it's
we need
about
progress.
catharsis.
Real
Absolutely.
progress, not just limitations disguised as that kind of
Yeah.
shit. No, real progress, real improvements.
Right.
We have the tech. All we really need is somebody to lead the way. If they're so complacent now that they've fallen into their own shit, well, they can't act surprised when two people decide to rise up out of nowhere and do it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
If not many. Gears of War 2 recently got a PC port by a bunch of furries. Their Discord server got taken down. The problem isn't that they made it work. The problem is they used someone else's IP.
Yeah. Absolutely, and all it is about is catharsis at the end of the day. Really,
That's
video
what these
games.
games do best.
Yeah, absolutely. Video games are about escapism,
Yeah,
catharsis, and simply just fun.
yeah. And here's the thing: nobody during that time who was like a dude, who was a bro, who played these games, had a problem with you having your cartoon games, with you having your stuff. The
Hmm.
problem is that it comes at the direct expense of us. We can all get along here. Doesn't need to be a war.
It doesn't.
Contrary to what you might think about these games, we can all get along. We can have our cake and eat it too.
Absolutely.
It's a big corporate man in a suit, or a woman in a suit, or an AI chatbot, a mass production face swapping tool that takes shit willy nilly and slaps it together and calls that a new thing that tells you can't. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's opinions, emotions, whims, and irrational decisions that tell you can't do something that you know you can. That's what stops people. So, while they're busy just thumbing their noses and putting their fingers up their ass, let's go make some fucking games, man. Let's fucking
Absolutely.
make it happen. IP Tracer. I'm making Rogue Planet 2. I've made Rogue Planet Dead Sand. itch.io. Feel free to play it. BloodBurn. It's been wonderful hopping on your gameplay here. You died a few times, but you did very well. This is what, your first time?
No, not my first time. I actually have
Not your
played the
first time
game
playing this?
before. Yeah, I have played the
Ah.
game before like many times. I don't know if you saw the
Yeah, but the first
stream.
time you recorded it.
Yeah, first time I recorded it, but last time I did
Okay,
actually live stream it. Um,
sure. Yeah, that's
yeah,
right, you did. I was part of that.
yeah,
Herder.
yeah. That
Well,
was my
anyway,
when my server still existed back then. But
before
nonetheless,
the furries decided to throw temper tantrums every 5 minutes. Then they
every
wonder,
time.
why'd it go down? Oh, gee, I wonder.
Yeah, gee, I want exactly.
Huh. Oh, I was nothing
You know,
but
people
nasty,
throwing
rude,
a temper
demanding of this
tantrum.
person for no reason.
Yeah,
Throwing
people
temper
throwing a
tantrums.
temper
Act
tantrum
like
every single
adults.
time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can we just like
Can we all
be
get
fun?
along, please?
Exactly.
Oh, we can't? Okay. Well, then I don't have any time or fucks to give about hearing this bullshit. Bye-bye. Don't blame
Mm-hmm.
me. But
Yeah.
anyway, on a positive note, you mentioned earlier before were fighting Didact, your brothers were playing Halo. How's your experience with your family been playing Xbox and getting into these games?
Oh, me.
Oh yeah,
You know,
who else? Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I fucking wish.
Yes,
But
you.
anyways,
I wit. The Christmas time is not here.
yeah.
You
But
must
anyways,
not.
my I guess my brother like back when he
Yeah.
had his Xbox,
Mm-hmm.
one of him, you know, yeah, one of my brothers actually played the original Halo or Halo 2, if I can recall. Um,
Sure.
I wasn't even remember anything back then, so
Huh?
all I had was the fucking Nintendo games that I could play as Super Mario.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But speaking of which,
Mm-hmm. How's
yeah,
your experience been playing this generation and learning about it and just getting into it?
um, it was amazing. Um, this
What's
is
your
when a
favorite
time,
part?
yeah, this is when a time when like people cared about their video games. They didn't
Yeah.
really, yeah, they didn't really go ahead and do all this kind of weird bullshit with it. Even though the technology was held back in like the 2000s, they cared. They really did. But the
Yeah.
fact that people now had to go ahead and downgrade their fucking behavior and all this other shit,
Well,
it's just terrible.
not that they had to, they chose to.
Well, they did.
It's a
They
choice. They
they
have to
chose to.
maintain this impractical, elaborate, rather complicated
Right.
nonsense.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to just use some common sense, because at any time they can quit. They can. They're choosing to go down a path of scorched earth and wanton destruction. That's biting them in the ass
Mhm.
because they feel afraid, they feel backed into a corner, and they want to fight. there's a perfectly healthy outlet right here where you can
Absolutely.
fight all you want and nobody ever gets hurt because it's a video game.
It is. It is a video game.
When they had an outlet for their rage, you saw how much more calm they were.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, and I found out about like video games like for the 2010s and like the late 2000s especially. I found out they were pretty great. This is like the I'd say the era, if you know what I'm saying. And I should have stuck to that instead of going on Twitter like I used to and people taking fucking
Yeah.
screenshots and doing all this kind of stupid shit.
drama,
Drama, pointless drama.
gossip, he said,
But
she
now
said,
people-
Barbie doll bullshit.
Yeah, but now more people are getting into drama, and now I'm I'm into video games, which is the ironic part.
Can't blame you.
Absolutely.
What else are you gonna do for entertainment?
Mm-hmm.
Have fun? Oh no, you
Oh
can't
no,
do that.
you cannot do that.
You have to worry about some rigged stage political horse shit over in this corner that you have no control over.
Yeah, what? I do not have any control over American politics, especially.
Yeah, nor do I have any
Yeah,
control.
and I'm not
Nor
American.
do I have any? Yeah.
So
Exactly.
what's my business of
Yeah,
me
what's your
doing
business
the
with some other
bullshit?
fucking part of the world?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck's your business with that? Oh, there isn't any. Wow. So then, what the fuck is the problem? Oh, the problem is some dipshit's having a fit on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
Some dipshit on the internet. Oh, don't you know to not believe everything on the internet? Come on now.
Yeah. But I mean,
Everything you read
with
on the internet is
imperialism
true,
and
especially
all
with
that tough
AI.
shit. But at the end of the day, it's none of my business when it comes to politics. Really.
Sure. And I think it was just little bits like
Right.
messages like, hey, make sure you voted in Halo 4 that got people to think about this in increasingly more and more and more destructive ways that led to them just going out in real life and killing each other.
Absolutely.
Ripping people out of wheelchairs, throwing bricks through stores and stealing all the shoes. I mean, pretty nasty shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that came over to my place, I'd probably care. But
Right.
different story. I'm not a soldier. I'm not a lawgiver. I don't give a fuck. You know, as long
Right.
as they do whatever the fuck you like, just don't bring it near me.
Right.
I feel like that's a fair thing. It just be common sense. But they can't do it. They
Pretty
can't do
much.
it. No restraint.
They
can't do it. They can't do it. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Nice.
Yeah. So, what other games do you think from this time, now that you know about them? Because often the problem is they've just flown under the radar and/or gets, buried by dipshits in the search results
Right.
who just say they don't like the game wherever. It's usually the problem is some asshole in their opinions, which no one fucking cares about. Totally not an insecurity that they're projecting out to the fucking internet over Google. Now that you know about this stuff, you could buy it, it's tangible, it's yours, you can play it. What other games are you thinking of maybe playing on the channel? Are you thinking of maybe doing more Let's Plays, getting more content out? You thinking of
Absolutely. I would definitely do more Let's Play since this was the original intention for the channel.
Yeah.
Like gaming montages and whatnot, kind of like PewDiePie and Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. But
I used to like those because they played games. They
I
played
used to
some
like
pretty
those too.
interesting ones.
I used to like those guys too, but now that I found them pretty boring.
Yeah. Now they just fucking
Right.
might as well be replaced with an AI chatbot reading random retarded shit they found on Reddit.
No, absolutely.
Oh, I can go read shit there, but if I cared, I would.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, chances are I don't care
Pretty
about
much.
Jaquise and his 15
Jaquise.
fucking cats. Yeah, Jaquise or Broussard. Who fucking cares? They got a TV by the brand known as Gafodi.
Gafodi.
In the background.
Exactly.
A bunch of random
I thought
shit.
of that when you
Who cares?
mentioned
Yeah,
Broussard.
when I was a random kid,
Kafalsis.
I made random kid. I would make random characters on my Wii as a kid, the character creator. And
The
I'd
Me
just
channel.
type in a bunch of bullshit, and one of them was Gafodi, just a random character that happened to be some girl with pigtails, and there you go. I just said Gafodi. I just typed in random shit on the keyboard. That's how
Nice.
Amazon names their shit.
Gafodi.
Gafodi.
And
Yeah.
people wonder why the quality went down.
Yeah, because if you can't fucking pronounce the name of a random brand,
People call it
chances are-
shitification. You call it deterioration.
I call it deterioration because that's exactly what it fucking is. It gets worse.
Oh, yeah.
You look at the fucking dictionary, which these people send, it seems like they tend to, use big words out of it. Objectively, genuinely, quintessentially,
Quintessentially.
retardedly, if you will.
Exactly.
But anyway, nobody needs to hear your big fucking C-3PO language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe they could start talking like normal people, and then I would have a conversation. But, that any conversations would often devolve into, if it was not a verbose word, a bunch of incredibly violent shit. Maybe there's a reason why YouTube tends to have these filters. Back in 2016,
Fucking
there were, like,
objectively.
beheadings and shit. There was all kinds
Oh,
of
yeah.
horribly offensive, terrible language. I mean, you did it to yourselves. You did it to
Absolutely.
yourselves.
Absolutely.
I can't blame them, but they've gone so far to where even nice comments, I guess if they're not phrased in the invisibly correct way.
Yeah, it's
will
like
be
you said,
destroyed.
everything in moderation.
Everything in yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everything in moderation, but it's deteriorating lots of seemingly normal things. Definitely not as some sort of money laundering scheme for the likes of China or whoever the hell
Right.
else to then start waging a war over in some country that I can't even fucking pronounce and put people in slave ships or whatever the hell else, Like, especially games now that people will say are so edgy and serious, like Marvel Rivals or Apex Legends, have some of the most colorful, flamboyant, incredibly cartoonish, and then at
That's
times
what you call edgy
strangely
and serious?
ugly-
Good lord.
Edgy and serious? What the fuck are you playing?
I've seen footage of that shit. This looks
Yeah,
like a comic book.
Apex Legends looks like an incredibly generic asset flip game with comic book shit. And I played it when it came out, and I was thinking, where the fuck's the campaign? Where the fuck is all the rest of the features? They removed
Where's the
most of
content?
shit. Where's the content, man? This game fucking crashes all the time. There's not like some big, large... They have this open world. Damn, like, where's the conquest mode? Where's all this, this basic shit? And it's nowhere. And then you'd get a bunch of angry people telling you to go fuck yourself or to get lost. 'Cause
Absolutely.
it's an unreasonable expectation.
Unreasonable
released
expectation.
Battlefront 2,
Good
like,
lord.
last year. What the no conquest? Dude, they just released Battlefield 5 last year. What the fuck are you smoking? An unreasonable expectation to expect that this shit has more than one mode and basic team deathmatch or conquest or other shit? Like,
Yeah, like, what do you
do
mean?
in a multiplayer game?
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
one mode that's stupidly repetitive. Yeah, bye-bye. Oh, wait, the same Battle Royale mode in Fortnite where you just sit in a corner, twiddle your thumbs, and shoot the first son of a bitch who comes into your shed with a shotgun?
And this is why I don't play Apex fucking Legends, of all things.
Yeah. Or, fucking Marvel Rivals.
I've seen
where
what it
they're
looks like. It's
compensating-
boring as shit.
Yeah, or Marvel Rivals, where they're compensating for a lack of talent with cartoon and sexual characters.
Marvel Rivals. That's
Really
a comic book.
compensating.
That's a comic book game.
Comic book game that runs like shit and looks like it too.
And runs like-
considering you
yeah,
get a powerful
exactly.
GPU, and this totally isn't just a 10-cent spyware. They swear. Oh yeah.
And this is
'Cause I'm
why I don't
definitely gonna
play.
Trust the
Yeah.
fucking word of China.
This is why I don't play Marvel Rivals either, because
Yeah. Third.
just looks like
game with.
it just looks like Fortnite.
Yeah, it does. It really looks like a shitty Fortnite update mixed with Overwatch maps. Really
Exactly.
thinking outside the box here when every map is like a 3-lane box.
Yep.
Ah,
Thank God I'm playing the
these
Amazing Spider-Man.
yeah, yeah, like, dude, what the fuck do you have now even if you like superhero games to look forward
I'd say
to?
this is probably the best to ever come out. You know, the Amazing Spider-Man. Not
Yeah,
fucking
they
Marvel.
have like an Illuminati
Fuck Marvel
lizard
Rivals.
virus in that game. You got giant enemy crabs and spider
Exactly.
people and lizard people.
Yeah.
Like, with Activision's games, you always had something new. Those games were edgy. You could kill people as Spider-Man. You could just be an evil prick and totally kill the entire city. Like Web of Shadows, that's dark. Deadpool, Prototype, you name it. There were edgy
Right.
superhero games they made, and that's edgy. That is meant to be violent and provocative. What are these games meant to do? So distracting. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Are we so out of time, talent, and or already pre-made assets from like other companies who did this for us? Like Battlefield, hello, Battlefield 6 looks worse than fucking Battlefield Hardline or 3. Battlefield 3 came out in 2011. How the fuck does a game 2 console generations later look worse? I looked at Crisis 3, I heard all that beautiful piano music, and the first thought that was going through my mind is not, oh boy, I can't wait in 15 fucking years for this game to look worse, run like shit, and have nothing to show for it. No, I thought that would be like the basic standard and we would improve from there.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently not. Every game used
Apparently
to look
not.
like a movie or like, Battlefield 1 or Halo 4. They basically ironed out any kinks I had with the texture quality, and it was well optimized. They did new shit, World War 1, cops and robbers games, crazy fantastical sci-fi. Like every game used to look good. Now
Absolutely.
they look like shit. They look like some amateurish, basically borderline pornography game I would see on Steam.
Yeah.
Is that really the market they want to capitalize on? Well,
People say use Go.Engine if you want to make a unquote AAA game. When Go.Engine
sure, if you
fucking
mean
looks bad.
ass.
Yeah.
If you mean ass, you want to make porn, sure.
Oh, pretty much.
But
Like,
who the fuck would want to jack off to like fucking basic primitive lighting, textures, and animations?
hey, good lord.
That seems like a fucking badly made piece of shit. Yeah, it doesn't help that all the
Yeah,
characters
Road
in
to-
these fucking asset flips are just ugly as shit, too.
Exactly.
Two-dimensional, literally.
Yeah, like Road to
Really-
fucking Vostok.
really-
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all.
Road to Vostok. Road to suck my cock, more like.
Yep.
Terrible.
I'm not gonna play
Or
the
like-
fucking game.
Don't. Yeah. Like, it's also some Russian shit, so you know it's just probably gonna fucking copy Escape from Tarkov.
Every
Yeah, that's
time.
what if it's not a game that's slow as fuck and boring as shit, which is no wonder why most tactical games have.
Yeah,
like,
and it's just like
300
these
people
other
playing them.
HIO games that I fucking see every time. Like those shooter
Yeah.
games. Like,
Right.
they all get the
Like,
slow poly. They're whether low poly or
90s crap.
fucking increasingly high poly to the point where my FPS drops
Yeah.
to a
It's either
ridiculous degree.
Nothing in the middle. No compromise for basic accessibility like Halo 4 or Call of Duty or
Mm-hmm.
Battlefield. Like, at a certain point, you need a playable game, and that's what they understood
Yeah.
like 10 years
They're
ago.
just like
Even
that
on the
fucking
Xbox One.
Dead Space model. That
Yeah, Dead
overly
Space.
detailed model. Good lord.
Yeah, it feels like the Mario movie is literally like that grossly detailed Mario from the 2010s with a pimple on his nose. They were literally just making
Yeah.
all of this shit that was a joke or a meme or said was cringy or embarrassing or bad or poorly made into reality. And they wonder why maybe we don't like that. But hey, they still buy it anyway because I guess people are a bunch of stupid, dumbasses who just don't do anything, right?
Exactly.
They're gullible and they just want to hype. They want to be excited. And since
Yep.
they're so starved of new shit, they will more willingly walk into a buzzsaw than just do something with themselves. I don't think they're stupid. I mean, clearly, you
Right.
see with their bullshit that they do.
They're just
requires
gullible.
A lot of thought. They're gullible and easily tricked. And that kind of bullshit makes it hard for us to actually have fun experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Halo 4 is pure. It's uncomplicated, or if it is complicated, it's for the sake of a good story. It's for the sake of impressive visuals and lighting. It is pushing technology and the social aspects where you're all together to its limits. I mean, who the hell wouldn't like an improved version of that? You have better lighting, better graphics, a high frame
Yeah,
rate.
exactly.
Take all the learnings from that, and then have like 8-player split screen with drop in and drop out. No loading. Like, why are we still doing
An
lobbies?
option for ray tracing.
Yeah, how about like you have actual cool new tech? If you want to go
Yeah.
super over the top with ray tracing, You just do, okay, turn that on, because you can do that even with Unreal, even with Crysis.
Absolutely.
CryEngine, guess what? That's what they did with their remasters. It's software. You have ray tracing software, ray tracing on an Xbox One. You don't need a specific hardware locked GPU card. Shit can work on a technical level. It has its issues,
Mm-hmm.
but you can see for yourself how it's blurry versus clear, and I think Thread Interactive does a great job of showing that. But
Right.
oh no, this guy's a grifter, despite literally everything he gives out being free and having helped both of us considerably. He has
Absolutely.
analyzed probably 20 different games on a technical level and their engines, and most of the problems that people have is not keeping their shit simple, not optimizing their games, and not
I think
making
his
them run.
info is useful.
I think so too. We're both Unreal Engine 4 developers.
Absolutely.
Unreal Engine 5 doesn't work because
Mm-hmm.
it's basically the same bullshit as Windows 10. You have to fight against the system to get the system working to a fraction of what you had in the last version.
Mm-hmm.
At least with something like, say, Windows 8, 10 minutes, download 4 programs, done. Yeah, Unreal 5, it's a lot more hard-coded than even Windows 10 or 11.
Right.
You could try to debloat this shit, but at what point do you basically have to just fucking put so many band-aids and try to seal up and bucket out like the Titanic, like good luck. Good luck taking that shit out of there. It's not gonna fucking work. It's like trying to get the Titanic out of the sea in one piece. Like
It's not
trying to
gonna work.
find what actual gold is in the money pit. You'll just waste
Yeah,
your
I
time,
used Unreal
money, and
5.
effort.
It's not that great.
It's not good, and especially for 99.9 fucking percent of people who use this engine and don't make some giant open world battle royale game, you're not going to find much success with it. That's
Mm-hmm.
why it doesn't get optimized well, because people are not optimizing their shit, and it shows.
Absolutely.
They're using Fortnite's logic where everything is got time of day and is destructible. You do something as simple as delete the volumetric clouds, you get a 50% performance boost when in older versions it did not have that issue.
Mm-hmm.
You can go back to Unreal 4.16 when they were still making this shit for Unreal Tournament 4 and
Yeah.
static environments, and the difference is night and day. And of course, like I said,
They
if
could
they're
have
doing
worked on
something
like Unreal
shitty or
Tournament before.
manipulative, yeah, they could have, and it would have been a pretty
Yeah.
good game. The problem is it
Absolutely.
wouldn't have made Fortnite money. So, because they shot themselves in the foot and decided not to finish this shit, we paid the price. Because they're not going to spend their money on new creative projects. You wonder where all this went, and then you fucking pay for Fortnite. Well,
Mm-hmm.
you can't act surprised. Actions have consequences.
Actions
You
have
use Steam,
consequences.
you wonder why you don't get Left 4 Dead 3. Actions have consequences.
Mm-hmm.
You will get Left 4 Dead 3. You will get Half-Life 3. You will get
Oh yeah.
Counter-Strike 3.
Speaking of
You will get
yeah,
new
right.
interesting shit when you stop just allowing this shit to happen by buying it, regardless of how
Absolutely.
trashy it is.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Valve's idea for Half-Life 3 was about to be an open world um, zombie game set in Morocco. At least I saw like a video from
The
Southern
Left 4 Dead
Ninja.
3, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they had an open world game in Morocco that basically looks like Dying Light mixed with, Left 4 Dead. That sounds awesome. Like Dead Island,
Right.
but in Morocco even. That sounds cool. And they reuse the assets
Right.
in CS:GO.
And apparently people like Valve thinks it's awful for some fucking reason. Like what?
Well, they didn't want to spend the time and money to continue it on Source 2 or to consider Unreal, so it fell apart because they had a bunch of bitching and infighting.
Exactly.
They
Like
knew they could still sit back on their pussy and do nothing.
they could have just used Unreal instead of made Half-Life 3. like
Yeah, sure.
and
Dude,
did some like cool new mechanics. If they want cool new mechanics in their fucking game, they could have done that in Unreal.
if your engine no longer supports the technical needs for your ambitions, you can just get rid of the engine instead of doing expensive R&D into your own in-house engine that's not going to go anywhere.
No,
There are
exactly.
plenty of pre-made engines. In fact, Epic would be probably more than willing to cooperate with you and make some sort of deal. If you got the money you throw around, which Gabe Newell, your fat fucking ass does. Guess what? Spend your fucking money.
Yep.
It's not like you're doing anything useful anyway.
Dude, Make some,
Pocket in it.
dude. Make some fucking good shit.
How about you make something that's worth a fuck, and I'll stop being critical of you.
Abolish
I'm not gonna
Steam
ever
for
not be
once and
pissed.
for all. Get back physical games if you're actually all about owning the fucking media.
Yeah, if apparently you're so pro-consumer, why can't I actually be able to use all those 278 games you stole from me? If you're
Exactly.
such a friend to me, why did you betray me? Oh, no comment. Must have been the wind.
No
Must have
comment.
just made it up. There's a lot of things to make up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of just random bullshit, I would imagine. Oh, it never happened, you know?
He wouldn't make fucking physical media again. He would just sell the shit off to fuck his team where it
It's not
dies.
like you need it to be physical in order for it to work well.
No,
You can
exactly.
just not. You can just choose to not do this bullshit.
Make the Steam store usable and like make it like GOG
Oh, it's
where
usable. It's usable. It's just
Right.
not good. Like, as well as that, it's slow, clunky, giant boxes. Like, do you want me to buy a game? No, of course not. It's like the same bullshit that happens with Xbox Store or Sony Store.
Yeah, he
Slow
should have just made it
down,
good.
Make it convoluted to search shit. Like, do
Yeah,
you want
and
me to
also
buy
make make Steam DRM free. How about that?
Yeah, how about you? Yeah, like, why can't I use it offline for more than 30 days? That's a choice. You could set
Right.
the time to be unlimited. Oh, you can't do it, right? There's no.
You
You notice
can't
how they
do
don't
it.
say anything. Yeah,
They
they don't
wouldn't.
say anything. They don't say anything. Because what fucking reason do they have to? Silence often implies the worst.
Yeah, and the Steam
And
Deck
they've
that I have,
acknowledged a bunch of shit, so they're clearly listening. They know.
probably I'm about to give it to someone else if I could.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
It's the thing
I don't know if you
about
could
it.
hear it, but
Huh?
I don't know if you could hear the Steam Deck. They're right here.
You got a Steam Deck? Oh no. If
Yeah.
you got it, I would probably not use Steam on that. Yeah, Steam OS? Well, there are other Steam OSs you can use. And then
Yeah,
just,
probably
get your
like
game. You
get
can
some
just
other
pirate the
shit.
games on that shit.
No, I get some other shit.
Windows.
Absolutely.
I would keep your Steam Deck if it works for you. You know, it's a portable computer. It's a good computer.
Right.
Problem is Steam. You need to get that fucking operating system.
No,
off
I'd
that
get some other shit.
and use
Absolutely.
something else.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
no
This is what I'm
Linux.
doing right now.
No Linux. Absolutely.
Right. No, I'm not gonna use
Yeah,
Linux. Fuck that.
Linux, yeah, Linux, get that shit off. Put like a Windows 10 or something on there, and just use it as a computer. Like
No,
you should.
absolutely.
Oh, Linux is such a no. Linux is a fucking dead end. Linux is that operating system you go to if your shit doesn't work on Windows, and that is it.
Right.
What really I think more people should use is Android, because that shit works.
I
That
mean, I'd
powers
keep like the
millions-
Steam Deck around just in case for it to be like a good portable computer.
you
I
wanna
want to
sell
play
that
some
shit.
like games and shit.
You want
if I
sell
want
that
to, of
shit,
course.
man, it'll make some good money.
No,
They're
absolutely.
inflated in price right now. I mean,
Absolutely,
it's a subject for the
absolutely.
YouTube people, but anyway,
Right.
point fucking being,
But
Steam,
I might eventually go ahead and like put Windows instead and like
Sure.
get some
the
other
worst.
shit. Right.
without a fucking booby trap.
Right.
That's what Linux does. It's a server operating system that needs constant updates. Fuck that.
Yeah. I would like to ask though, does the Steam Deck have good hardware?
It's all right. It's a little better than an Xbox One, so
Right.
it'll play, but
Right.
it's not great, but it's a fucking portable computer, and it's probably the best portable computer out there, considering there's basically
Absolutely.
nothing for competition.
Right.
And it's a lot smaller than most laptops, including the one I'm talking to you on right now.
Yep.
It's a good computer, but don't expect to be playing some ray traced shit. You can definitely play shooter games till the end of time,
Right.
especially the ones we tend to play. But good shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a decent computer. I would say about Xbox, a little more powerful than an Xbox One X,
Right.
but you sacrifice some power for the sake of portability, and you definitely get portability. 100%. It
Right.
is probably the best mobile computer out there on the market because everyone else has collectively stopped giving a fuck. You can actually repair it. You can get good, decent enough customer service. I'm not gonna say Valve's customer service is good. It didn't do me any fucking good for all those games they stole. So I considered selling mine for a while, but what I'm thinking I'll do is I will just put another operating system on that shit and, you know, basically
Oh, me
do something
too.
else.
Me too.
Because I'm not going to deal with Linux and their bullshit compatibility layers. It's my computer, they said. Okay, fine. I'm going to use my
They
computer,
said you could own this.
and I'm going to...
Why not? Why can't I just
Why can't
put
I
Windows
own my
on there?
games?
Exactly.
Why can't I own my games?
Yeah.
You see how these conflict?
No, absolutely.
Hardware. That's not a problem with the hardware, but the software.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be shocked if SteamOS goes down.
Yeah, but absolutely.
Because it already did.
But yeah,
SteamOS 1,
speaking of
SteamOS 2.
yeah, speaking of you know, all that bullshit aside, thank you guys so much for watching. Apparently we got like we babbled too much. Yeah.
We fucking yapped on about Steam and other
We
shit.
babbled way too much about like you know, how games
Yeah, we
are
had
now
fun.
and all that type of shit. Yeah, we absolutely had fun. Thank you
We had
guys.
fun.
Yeah,
So hold on,
absolutely.
before we go, in closing, just before, so we don't leave people off on a negative note,
All right.
check out BloodBurn's channel. Check out his Let's Plays. He does great shit. I don't think he often gets enough recognition for it. But he and
Right.
his family and all the people who watch his channel, thank you very much for watching this channel. I appreciate it. And I'm glad that BloodBurn, you've enjoyed this. I'm glad that...
Thing I'd like to thank my family for is having me.
Hey,
I mean,
take care of you, huh?
yeah,
Well, there we go,
absolutely.
man. I don't know if they fucking watch this shit or not, but you get the fucking point.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you will be more than willing to check out his game.
I guess
when he
some like
gets,
family members, but I don't know.
Fuck if I know, man. But anyway, check out BloodBurn's game
Yeah.
when that is
Actually,
ready.
funny
IP
enough,
Tracer.
right. Yeah. Check out my game, IP Tracer, and also check out Space Game, Rogue Planet 2.
Rogue Planet 2 and Rogue Planet Dead Sand.
Dead
I'd
Sand.
like people to play that, because that's what art's for, right? You know, sit in the
Absolutely.
corner, nobody will play it. Nah, to play it. Go play it, it's free. Second one will cost you eventually, but $20.
Right. But yeah, also funny enough, my one of my brothers
We're gonna
actually
make
used to.
kick-ass games.
Absolutely. One of my brothers used to actually do Let's Plays until he quit and you know, turned to like cosplaying, like, geekdom or whatever. But yeah, shout out to him. He's a
What,
chill dude.
cosplaying as a furry cat?
Nah. Fuck that. He does
Isn't
like
that what happened? Fuck that. He's actually got a pair of testicles.
he's like cosplaying as like Solid Snake and what are
Solid Snake.
Solid Snake and like the
That's more ambiguous.
cyberpunk guys and you know.
So it could be like more ambiguous what's down there. Usually you can't tell because there seems to be a black hole in between after Kojima left that shit behind. But you know, hey, 2 hour
Right.
video. Let's wrap it up before we get too long.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to 3 Space channel and my channel too. Like the video if you do, dislike it if you dislike it. I don't give a fuck.
No one fucking cares. Like
No one
this
fucking
video,
cares.
bitch.
Exactly.
You will like this
You
video.
will.
Fucking subscribe. Nah.
Right.
Do or do not. There is subscribe.
Yeah.
There is video.
Make sure to subscribe though,
Thank you for
and
watching.
also you know, yeah, make sure to donate if you want to. You know, I'd like some
Money.
I'd like some money. I'd
Yo,
like some bread.
Yo, pay this motherfucker.
Exactly. Yeah, and
Hey,
yeah.
You guys gotta eat too.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
There we
I'll see you when I'm available.
go.
See you later.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching, folks.